Turtle power! Cowabunga dudes! It's Turtle Tuesday! Beautiful evening, beautiful people. Sean Long here. Got a special guest, my lovely girlfriend Heather. Say hi.
Hi.
Yes. So, if you guys are wondering, we were supposed to do this live show probably like 20 minutes ago or something. It's I usually do in my toy room with my computer, but I've been having issues and I had to like redo everything, and now we're on my phone in the living room, and yeah, we're doing a live unboxing of all these things. And did I bring my? Oh yes, good. And yeah, got my box letter. So, yeah, we're gonna unbox a bunch of Ninja Turtle stuff. I got today finally my NECA Super Shredder. We'll get in detail of all these things. We got Metalhead and Slash and Leatherhead. I want to give a big shout out to E Rivera 94. He helped find these figures for me, so thank you, bud. Make sure to subscribe to him. Link in the description. And also Toy Bro helped me found. He helped he helped found for me the April O'Neil Foot Soldier 2-pack with Target exclusive. I haven't seen any of these at my local Target. None of this stuff at my local Target. This was through the NECA store, so this was a Walmart exclusive too, but Walmart, yeah. I've had really bad luck with that. So thank you, Toy Bro. Link in the description. They've also done amazing reviews on there. Yep, Captain Marvel, cool. Yes. And but yeah, so we'll get into that. We're gonna open all these figures. I'm really excited. Yeah, before we get into that, just talk about how are you doing, Heather?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Excited about April O'Neil.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited. We're gonna open these two last because these are the two ones I'm looking forward to. I love April O'Neil.
She looks like she's straight out of the cartoon.
I know, right?
It's like
I know.
it looks like she's drawn on the box.
Yeah, NECA. If you guys know, NECA has been making amazing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures. They've been doing an amazing job with the movie figures. They started out with the 1990 movie figures. They're doing Secret Ooze now. This was straight from the NECA store. It was a Walmart exclusive. They've been doing these for many years now, but the cartoon stuff that they've done for a few years now too, it's just amazing. Like Ninja Turtles, Heather, like obviously it's been going on strong now for, man, this in a few years, in 7 years, it'll be this cartoon will be 40 years old in 7 years. So it's 32 years, 33 years old now.
About as old as I am.
I know, seriously. So this show is so old now. I mean, not so old, but you know, it's been around.
It's a year older than me.
I know. Yeah, this movie, this was in '91. Secret of the Ooze. So this is almost 30 years old. This is 29 years old. The original movie is 30 years old this year. The original 1990 movie. So yeah, 30-year anniversary. So Turtles, big part of my life. I saw this movie. I saw all the movies in theaters.
So is this the one that has
Vanilla
Ice?
Yes. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
That one was a good one.
Yes. Yeah, Jet Prime, it's so true. I love the movies, the cartoon movies as well. Now, like, before we get into the boxing too, it's just like, one thing I love that NECA's doing, you probably know this, Heather, too, it's just like with the toy industry now. So anyone that's been collecting these figures knows how hard these figures are. And when Toys R Us closed a few years ago, Toys R Us has been closed now since, when did they close? 1998? Or was it 90? No, not 1998. No, 2017. 2018, yeah. Because I remember vividly. They've been closed now for 2 years. NECA used to sell their stuff at Toys R Us. NECA is known for doing horror movie figures. They've been doing Godzilla, Aliens and Predators, some of their longest running lines. They've only started doing turtle stuff the last maybe 5 years. Yeah, maybe 5 years now. They got the license because Playmates Toys, little toy history lesson, Playmates Toys has had the license from Ninja Turtles since the the mid 80s, even before the cartoon came out, they were doing toys. And if you guys know this, a lot these toys are the more cartoon accurate because if you collect you remember those 80s Ninja Turtle toys, some of them looked really different from the cartoon because it was before the cartoon was out. That's something that doesn't happen anymore. They make toys after something's been established, like cartoons, movies. Before, back in the 80s, Transformers, He-Man, Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, that's right. The cartoon was created to market the toys to
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah, that's something you guys don't see. That's something we grew up in, especially me. Um, you don't see that anymore. It's like the toys were awesome and the vehicles were, yeah, of course. And NECA is actually put on their official website, they actually have this cool street diorama display base. It's $150 though. It's really cool. It's like you can put all your Ninja Turtle figures. It's like rooftop, the building level, and then street level. I'll show you pictures later. It's really awesome. But it's something like NECA is going all out with these. Like they did the movie figures started out as quarter scale figures, so they were like 18 inches tall.
I've actually seen the NECA figures.
Oh yeah, the NECA
Those are
figures.
really fun.
Yeah, yeah, they're
And,
amazing.
I have a Chucky NECA figure.
Oh yeah, NECA's done an amazing job with that. NECA actually, it's an acronym for National Entertainment Collector Association. Yep. So here, put my coldest water. By the way, this is semi.
Curse of being bilingual, I don't pronounce things right.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, Heather is amazing. She speaks multiple languages. She's a doll maker. So she loves action figures as much as, dolls and props. And she's super talented artist. Yeah, definitely check out their stuff out.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Oh yeah, anything like YouTube or anything you want to promote real quick or?
Fallen Angels Nursery.
Yeah, Fallen
That's
Angel
me.
Nursery. Yeah.
I'm on Instagram and YouTube, mostly Instagram.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. And yeah, like so a little thing about this before we dive into these. Yeah, amazing. Yes. These figures have been really hard to come by because they're so popular. Ninja Turtles, one of the biggest properties for literally like going on to 40 years now. Yeah, because I think 84 is when it was created. So yeah, we're pushing like literally like 40 years on this. The Ninja Turtles has been around literally 1 year before I was born. But it's either 82 or 84. I would check on my phone, but yeah, it's either 82 or 84 when Ninja Turtles was created. I think it was 84, yeah. Because they started as a comic book series. A lot of people, including myself, didn't know this. It was a comic book first, then toys, then a cartoon. So
I've actually seen some of those comics.
they're amazing. NECA made comic versions of those turtles. They look amazing. The Mirage comic books, which has started out. So they originally, because Playmates Toys had the original license for the original toys, and they made it from Ninja Turtles toys since the 87 show, Next Mutation, movies. Playmates Toys was the license holder for Ninja Turtle toys for decades. But recently they've been focused more on the kid stuff, like the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the newest Nickelodeon show, which that one looks really cool. I need to watch more of it, but very different design. Every Ninja Turtle show is different. But
What's the Ninja Turtle cartoon where they had the ice cream kitty?
oh, that was
That
the
one was
2012
pretty
one.
cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's actually, if not my favorite one, because it took everything.
Like, it took place in like space and stuff.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah, and a lot of those guys were not only big Ninja Turtle fans, they were horror fans, and they got the voice, the guy from Reanimator, the main guy, to voice Rat King in there. He also voices Ratchet in Transformers Prime. He's an awesome actor and stuff. Forgot if anyone can, the name of the voice actor for Ratchet from Transformers Prime, as well as Rat King, he's also the main guy in Reanimator. Oh, you're the best, Khalid. Thank you so much. By the way, you guys, since we're doing this on my phone, comments like pop up and then disappear. So we'll try our best to read the comments. It's kind of hard to go back on comments to the phone, but if you guys notice, the quality is really good. On my iPhone, it's amazing quality. I'm even looking at this right now. It's like, ooh, very nice. We're in like 60 frames per second, like 4K right now. Oh yeah, you're welcome, dude. But yeah, so NECA um, realizes since Toys R Us went away, Target and Walmart have been, and GameStop have been, for the cartoon figures, sadly, they're Target exclusives, which initially wasn't a bad thing. Back in Sacramento, which both of us are from Sacramento, well, I'm originally from here, but I lived in Sacramento and now we're back here. She's actually not originally from Sacramento, but she's lived in Sacramento for a long time too, because we can go into a whole history, but we'll skip that for now. But when both of us lived in Sacramento and these were Targets, I was able to find all of them at Target. Back the Sacramento Targets were pretty good about that. However, I don't know what it is about San Jose area, but goddamn, it is like impossible to find these. I have yet to find this new wave where like these guys and these guys, and then the Casey Jones Foot Soldier pack. These have been, I have yet to find them at Target. This was also Target exclusive. This guy's a Walmart exclusive, and the Casey Jones, the movie Casey Jones and Raphael were Walmart exclusive, and they've been horrible. Walmart and Target, because they sell so many things like food and TVs and clothes, they haven't. The saddest thing about it, I know this is a mini rant about being a toy collector nowadays. It's like, oh, it's so bad to be a toy collector, but because we don't have Toys R Us anymore, and because these are exclusive to them, it's one thing if these were like, you can get these at BigBadToyStore.com. By the way, for anything Ninja Turtles that aren't Target Walmart exclusives, sadly, these aren't at Big Bad Toy Store because they are Target Walmart exclusives. You can get your Ninja Turtle stuff at BigBadToyStore.com, link in the description. But the sad thing, because they're not Toys R Us anymore, and Toys R Us were always great about distribution because that's what they sell is toys. They were, if I couldn't find something at one Toys R Us, I can go to another Toys R Us, maybe 15 minutes away and find it. Toys R Us was always good about that. However, because Target and Walmart toys aren't even their main thing, toys are so low on their radar when it comes to what they care about at Target. Like, think about like Target and Walmart. What's the most important thing to them? What they sell? What do you think, Heather?
I don't know. I go to Target for dresses.
Oh yeah, I know. But just look at their layout. What do you think? It's like, I mean, everything pretty much, right? It's not.
I would say that the women's and the infants department would probably get more business. I know so many people in the doll industry, because I make lifelike reborn dolls. That typically buy their infant clothing, children's infant furniture, nursery furniture.
Oh yeah.
At Target.
Yeah.
So that was what I would think would be their main source of income would be the baby department, and of course the women's clothing. Because every time I go into Target, there's different dresses there, and the only way for that to happen is for them to sell out of those other ones and get new collections in. So.
Oh yeah.
I got this dress at Target.
Target's the best. And doesn't she look amazing in that? Oh my god. But yeah. So the thing that sucks about being a toy collector, for not everything, because usually between Big Bad Toy Store or even like Amazon or most things, it's not too hard to get a hold. I mean, we're talking about just to get things that aren't eBay, right? You don't want to try to go through eBay to get your stuff. If you're collecting vintage stuff, yes, eBay
There's
and toy shows.
Too much counterfeit stuff on eBay as well.
Oh, I know.
To be able to even trust it anymore.
I know. Oh my god, everything is so counterfeit.
There's literally counterfeit Ninja Turtles on eBay.
I know.
Don't buy them.
I know.
Don't support fraudulent.
I know.
Activity. You don't get what's in the picture.
Exactly. So that's a big thing. So Target and Walmart have been really bad about distribution because they'll put them on their website and they sell out like in 10 minutes because these are freaking Ninja Turtles. This is one of the biggest properties of all time. It's like people who grew up on the show and their kids want these figures and they don't have enough distribution for everyone. And so what NECA's been doing, and this is why I'm going leading into this before we unbox all this. Sorry for this whole spiel. NECA's been really awesome because they see that, they've seen how collectors have had a hard time collecting stuff from Target and Walmart. They've like can't find them. They have to go through eBay if they want them, or they just have to be super patient. And a lot of these figures pretty much all these figures. I would actually just like this one right here. This is a Walmart exclusive. NECA has been doing really awesome. They actually been putting up these figures for pre-order to order, like this one, where you can pre-order the figure, and then once they have their next shipment or their next wave of, yeah, because they're constantly remaking these figures. That's what's so great about NECA. They're not like, oh, they're limited to like 3,000 or something. They will make as many if they know that there's a demand for it. They keep reissuing them. Like the turtles, the initial 4 turtles, they've reissued them a bunch of times already because they know how popular they are, and they know that they constantly will keep making them. And it's a company should be like that, right? Toy companies should be like that. This shouldn't be like a very limited edition if you're rich or lucky to be able to buy these figures. I mean, these figures aren't expensive. I mean, like these 2 packs are $50, so these all equal out to about $25 a figure, which considering these paint apps and everything,
Yeah,
that's amazing.
I love the April O'Neil.
Yeah.
She looks like she was. I like how it's got like the drawing definition on her.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, they purposely, because these are based on cartoons, they give them cartoon paint jobs, cartoon.
Yes.
Yeah, these are amazing figures, man. If you're a Turtles fan, these are the bee's knees of Turtles figures. Growing up a kid of the
Look
80s.
at those throwing stars. The
I know.
accessories are amazing.
Oh yes, yeah, they come with tons of accessories. You guys have seen me unbox these. You guys have seen like Shartimus actually. That's why I was like, I'll say Shartimus actually did a review of them today. He posted a review of them today.
We're gonna have to watch that when we're done.
I know, we will.
Shartimus.
Oh yes.
She even comes with multiple microphones.
Yep, exactly, in their camera.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So yeah, you guys. So I appreciate that NECA, these figures they put on their website to pre-order. So that way, if you missed out on them, you can just order them directly from NECA, which is great. Same with Shredder. They haven't done it for April, but I bet you she'll be next because they kind of did like every week a new wave or every 2 weeks. So she's the latest one. But I do want to give a big shout out again to Toy Bro for helping me find April and the Foot Soldier, and to E. Rivera 94, both amazing toy reviewers, for helping me find Metalhead and Flash and Leatherhead. Metalhead, Leatherhead, lot of heads.
It even comes with a Palm Pilot on it. Do you see who's
Yeah, I know. That's for the Foot Soldier. It's so awesome.
So awesome. I love it.
I know. Yeah, we're gonna save these two for last because
gotta save the best for last.
yeah. So let's start with the single figure. Metalhead is a deluxe figure. He's $30. So take a look at that. If anyone knows this artwork, this is based on the old VHS tapes.
Is it really?
Yeah, Metalhead. The name of the episode was called The Mighty Metalhead. So I used to have these VHS tapes, so I remember that. When you bought them, they would have like a couple episodes on there, and yeah, this is Metalhead's episode. He was in 2 original episodes. One, I think it was 2. Yeah, he had 2 different episodes, or yeah, no, he had like a few. I forget. It's a long time ago. But one thing I love, even the back of this has.
Oh, I love that.
That's from the original cartoon, and then it has what the toy looks like and everything. So this is what we're talking about. It has little pictures of the figure, little thing of Metalhead vacuuming Splinter, which Splinter and Baxter will be coming out hopefully later this year, NECA said. So let me read the, and I love on the side here, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Mighty Metalhead. Yeah, warning, you don't want to choke on your Metalhead because you'll have some metal stuck in this head. I always will play on things. By the way, and also you can open this up like this, and has a little picture of the figure. It looks really cool. We'll open this up here in a second.
That's really awesome.
Now one thing I do have to let you guys know, so cool, I know, right? Super 7 is actually done their own collector. Off topic, but I watched your videos about 4 years ago. I love the content coming back. Oh, thank you. You're one of my favorites. I know a lot of you guys have grown up with me. So many people who were kids when they watched me are now like in college. It's amazing. But yeah, Super 7 is doing their own Ninja Turtles collector action figures, but those are actually more articulated, better sculpted versions of the original 80s toys. So these are based on what they look like in the cartoon. So they're doing their own Metalhead, but it actually, the original Metalhead toy had vac metal, you know, vac metal, like the very
Yeah.
shiny. So that toy was awesome, but this, even though this doesn't have vac metal, the matte paint job looks amazing on this. I'm really excited to open this up. And real quick, I'll read the bio. Metalhead was the minds of 4 Ninja Turtles ingrained into programming. This robotic reptile comes with a full arsenal of accessories, including 6 different hands, swappable drill and vacuum arm attachments, and an opening chest panel with plug-in blaster. All right, you ready for the open this up, Heather?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what did I do with my box? Did I put it? Oh, right here.
You're sitting on it.
I know, right? Well, let's open this up. Yeah, Metalhead, robotic turtle. I love robots. I love turtles, so this is the best of both worlds. So very nice. He does have. Oh, do me a favor. In the where all the knives are, there's the scissors in there. Grab the scissors.
Is it in here?
Oh no, where all the knives are, like all the yeah, that one. Yep. Grab the scissors. Yep, perfect. Oh yeah, that one too. There's so many scissors.
I noticed.
Oh yeah, I'm in college and still watch it. Oh yeah, oh, believe me, like a lot of even since I started YouTube. Ooh, did I hit that? Oh man, I scratched it a little bit. It's okay, nothing too bad. There we go. That's fine. Be very careful with these matte paint jobs, you guys. Okay, so. That's the only thing about I hate these little tie things because they're so hard to cut, and it's like I wish that they didn't do that. I just wish they did plastic trays like Hot Toys or something. I mean, they are doing plastic trays, but I know they're trying to do this to keep the figure from bouncing around. But at the same time, when you're like most people that actually want to open up these toys, I don't know how people keep these in box. I mean, they do look great. I can understand people why they do. But to me, like, how do you have something so amazing like this and not want to open it up? I don't get the mint and seal box collector mentality. It's like, just buy a box. It's like, I know some of these are great window display boxes, but like this shredder, unless you have it like, and same with Metalhead, unless you have it like open like that, then you just might as well buy a box. It's just the same thing, you know? Like open your toys. Oh, I love you too. Watch your. Oh no, wait. Can I? Oh yeah, I can go back to comments. Have I talked to Andre Blackner? Not lately, but yeah, we're still buddies. Andre's doing really good stuff out there. He has a gaming channel.
Those things are really annoying, especially with Barbie dolls.
Oh god,
I have literally, when I was younger and still played with Barbies, I was pulling them out of the package and I ripped heads off.
Oh yeah.
Because of
Oh no.
what they do, they have the ties and the tape where the hair is.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
I really hate these things. That's one thing. Like, I wish that it just because they're way too tight, and it's like, how do you cut this without like worrying about damaging the figure? You know. Oh man, this is so cool. Okay. So here we got Metalhead. Look at that. Look at that awesome paint job. Here, while I take out the accessories, take a look at him. Oh yeah, his little switch here I heard from
more hands.
Oh yeah, tons of hands. Yeah, make sure to be very careful on his back right there because that little switch. That's one thing that I watched Pixel Dan's review on it and he mentioned that. So yeah.
So the little switch is really sensitive.
Oh yeah, it just because it's not like gonna break instantly, but I would just say be careful because it's very, very skinny plastic, you know. Yeah, he has a whole bunch of hands.
Yeah, he looks. That's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
This is a little switch.
Oh, I know. He doesn't have any lights and sounds, but I think if he did, he'd be way more money. But that's accurate to the cartoon. He had that switch in the back of his.
What's great about toys not actually making noise is it provokes children to have the imagination to do it themselves.
I mean, I always liked talking toys, but I didn't need them to talk to have fun, you know. Man, NECA really even put little tie things on all their hands.
He can do splits.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like the more articulated, the better.
Oh yeah.
I like super articulated things.
Oh yeah. All right. All right, we got Metalhead.
I bet he's listening to metal.
Yeah. I know, right?
He's
the
got
Metalhead.
these ears that look like headphones. Old
Nice.
school headphones.
Yeah, look at that amazing paint job. One thing to note, and I'll get to in the articulation, his mouth opens.
I didn't even notice that.
Mm-hmm. It's so cool. Just gives him a lot more personality.
That's cool.
My name is Metalhead.
That's cool. Like when you're a little kid and you get those Hot Wheels and you realize that it's a Hot Wheel, but the car doors open.
Oh,
that
yeah.
used to blow my mind.
Oh, I know. And yeah, he really, like, this is some amazing, like, wow. Yeah. Yeah, look, this is an amazing paint job right there. I'm so excited to finally open this. I've had this guy for a little bit while, but I was waiting for my April and Super Shredder so I can do this unboxing for you guys. Especially on Turtle Tuesday, even though it's not Tuesday in some parts of the country right now, but it still is in California. Look at that. Even the accurate feet, it has peg holes on the bottom. Very nice paint job. Like the shading on here is really nice on the shell. You can see all the shading. Very cartoon cell shaded thing. Yeah, we'll switch out the hands here in a second.
The other hands are really nice too, and that's something that I've actually noticed with figures is sometimes the extra parts aren't really up to par with the actual figure.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the case.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so Metalhead looks amazing. He was a $30 figure. He was on pre-order at NECA store. They probably might do another wave, but yeah, this guy, I love Metalhead, and we'll open them up with Slash and Leatherhead. We'll show the size comparison here, but yeah, let's. Oh wow, yeah, it's 1:43 in Georgia. Yeah, well that's East Coast time, so yeah, let's show the articulation. His head can fully rotate. It can go up and down a little bit. His mouth can open and close.
It's so cool that his mouth can open.
Oh, I know. His arms do rotate, but they're at this kind of angle, so he hits his like head a little bit.
Like a robot, he's stiff.
Oh, but they do go in and out still a little bit, so that's really nice. They rotate at the bicep. I like how blocky he is. It's just so 80s. He does bend at the elbow. Does he rotate at the elbow? No, he doesn't, but you know, that's what I figured. He bends at the elbow a little less than 90 degrees, but it's not bad. He's very robotic. Hands can go in and out. We're gonna show those features here in a second. Oop. Yeah, so they go in and out and they pop out because they're supposed to. He does, from what I thought he had the upper ab crunch. He does have like a waist joint in here, but it's like, oh yeah, there we go. He has a waist joint that moves left and right. So cool at the belt. And then he has his little switch, flip them on and off. His legs do go forward. It's at an angle, so you have to kind of move it around to get it out a little bit. He's not like a super ninja. He's not a Ninja Turtle. He's more robotic. But yeah, he can pretty much almost do the splits right there. That's awesome. Yeah.
So I was looking at this, and I'm like, there's no way this is a vacuum.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
it is.
Yep, it is a
I
vacuum.
had to look at the box.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really familiar with this character because it's from the original
Cartoon.
cartoons, and
Yeah.
I'm sure I watched it when I was a kid, but I haven't seen the original cartoons in so long.
Oh yeah, it's all good. Like I said, it's been.
They just got a vacuum for an arm. That's
Oh,
cool.
oh yeah, you'll see
Who
it.
thought of this?
Oh yeah, you'll see it in a second. But yeah. So he rotates the upper part of the leg. He bends at 2 points. At the. Be very careful too when you're articulating him. He does bend a little. I noticed this leg here. Also with these joints, you want to might want to heat them up to be careful, but very tight joints. That's a good thing. So they do bend like over 90 degrees, and his ankles do they pivot forward and back, and has a pivot forward and back and side to side. I don't know if he has a boot cut. I don't think he does. I gotta remember Pixel Dance review, but it doesn't feel like it. But it's okay. He stands pretty good. Like, yeah, you can see even on my knee. Yep, see. Okay, cool. Now here, while you hold him, let me show off the accessories. So he comes with open hands. He comes with 4 pairs of hands, actually.
You know, the vacuum
3
arm
pairs.
explains the switch on his back.
Yep. He comes with a pair of fists. And he comes with a pair of, well, yeah, oh wait, I showed off the wrong, oh no, they're both fists. He has like, well, that's interesting. It looked like I got like 2 pairs of fists by accident. I can't tell the difference. Well, it's okay. He doesn't really have to hold any weapons because besides the hands, he has the drill hand, which I'll show here. Very nice paint job, by the way. I love that they have the black line around here. Hey, what's up, Sean? And then there's Sean. By the way, Sean, we spell it the same way. How do you guys, I love all you guys, but for all you guys, there's some of you guys that will literally call me Sean with SHAWN when my screen name and everything is SEAN, but yet you would say SHAWN. And why did I quit toy reviews? I still do toy stuff like this, but it's hard to keep up, you guys. It's a long story. Hey, what's up, Joe Capone in here? What's up? I agree, he needs the 1 million. Yeah, get Sean the 1 million. Oh, I don't need a 1
I
million.
can paint that for you too, where you scratched it.
Oh yeah, it's all good. So, yeah, and he comes with a vacuum attachment, you guys. Look at how cool that. Look at that. Even has the little paint job on there. It looks so cool. It actually looks very delicious. But yeah, and it has a little hinge for the vacuum too. It's just a little bit of hinge, but that's awesome. And then he also comes with this little blaster for his chest, which I'll show you here. Yeah, Sean, SEAN, that's how I spell mine. The way you spell your name is how I spell my name. SEAN, the common way, the Sean Connery way, the Sean Bean way, the Sean Penn way, Sean Young. So many Seans. My name is Sean and his Sean. Yeah, exactly.
His name is Sean, not Sean.
Yeah, exactly. So
2 different names, 2 different spellings, 2 different meanings, 2 different cultures.
So one thing I forgot to show off, his chest opens. So it opens up like that. So yeah, he's trying to flash his boobs at you guys right now. And then one thing that's cool, you attach the blaster right here.
That's so awesome.
And then there's actually a little hole right there for this little wire to be more cartoon accurate.
Oh, that is so cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because in the episode he did show off his blaster. You just gotta make sure you line it up. I have all this light, but it's like casting a shadow where the hole is. But yeah, you can have it like that. So cool. Chest blaster. I think I got it the right way, right? Let me look at the picture real quick. Oh, did I put it the wrong way? Wait, it's supposed to go... No, I think I had it the right way. It seemed like it was. Oh, okay. I think it's this way, actually, yeah. It makes more sense. So yeah, you can have it like that. Yeah, I know. Sean says he was 5 years old when he watched me. Now he's 15. So crazy.
Wow. That's a lifelong subscriber, pretty much.
I know, right?
That's so amazing.
So the vacuum and the drill we can put in different hands. Which hands should be what, Heather? Which hand should we put?
I want to see the vacuum attachment so bad.
Oh no, we're gonna do both. Which hand should have which? When he vacuums, should he be a right-hander when he vacuums or a left-hander when he vacuums?
Left-handed when he vacuums.
Okay, cool.
Let's get myself some more water.
Oh yeah, and there you go. You can attach this. Look at this guy. He's ready to drill, and he looks like he's ready like to both like destroy and to clean at the same time. Look how cool this is. This is awesome. I just love this. Very beautiful figure, nicely articulated, tons of attachments, so much playability. Like the fact you can have a drill hand, a blaster, chest cannon, and a vacuum. Look how cool that is.
There's a lot going on.
I know. Like I said, he's ready to. He wants to demolish your house then clean it. I love it. So yeah, that's Metalhead, you guys. Well, glad you have the 4th grade. Oh wow, yeah. So
this
crazy.
is scary because this guy will come. This guy will come get you and then clean up all the evidence.
I know, right? So I love all. Oh, thank you, Jet Prime. Okay, next one. E. Rivera helped me get both of these, so that's why I want to open them up. Is Slash and Leatherhead. They come with tons of stuff. I love both of these characters. Slash, very different from his toy. His toy looked very different, but this is how he looked in the cartoon. Love, on one side you have Slash, one side you have Leatherhead. This bio is the same bio that's been on all of them, but you can see the other waves, like Casey Jones and Foot Soldier and April Foot Soldier. But yeah, and the bio is the same. It just talks about the Ninja Turtles. I've read that bio many times, so let's open up this one. So cool.
That is really cool. Still like the way that it's painted, though. I love it with all the outline and everything, like a cartoon.
I know, right?
So awesome.
That new toy smell. Yeah, look at these guys, man. Tons of stuff here. Okay, cut the twist ties here real quick.
That's really cool. I like that it has that
Oh yeah.
wire. That's so cool.
So let's open up Slash. Nope. So here we got Slash, cartoon Slash. I actually did a review or unboxing of the video game Slash that looked more like the old school toy. And I prefer that toy Slash, but this Slash is really cool. He's based on what type of turtle that has the spikes on them? It was the the turtle, the species of turtle. There's
Leatherback?
it might be, yeah, because there's actual turtles that have spikes on them. I try to remember, but yeah, I really love his little eye on there, and look at his shell, man. I think the shell is the same one as the both the cartoon and the video game Slash had them. And then this backpack, from what I learned from Pixel Dance Review, I totally forgot about it. Slash was in a couple episodes. First episode, he was very dumb, and he actually comes with it. He comes with his little binky, his little palm tree, and he was just like, Binky, my binky. And then he went into space and he came back all super intelligent with a British accent. And this little backpack, something like, yeah, so this is kind of like a hodgepodge of Slash from both his first and second episode. So if you wanted him from his first appearance, you can take off that backpack. But this backpack's really cool.
Okay, so the turtle, the nickname for the turtle is actually called the dinosaur turtle.
Oh, nice.
But the actual term for it is the alligator snapping turtle, and it's
Yes.
among some of the largest species of turtle in the world.
That's awesome. And I love, oh man, I love the paint apps on his fingernails and his toes. I love his spike headbands. He has a lot of spikes all going on him. Very awesome. Let me take a look at him. Oh, forgot this one too. Hold on. Why did they put a... Then we got Leatherhead here.
That's I really love the detail on his feet.
I know. Yeah, NECA did an amazing job on these.
Yeah, the foot detail is really awesome.
Yeah, I love the painted nails.
And the overall sculpt itself, like the wrinkles and the creasing is like super awesome.
Oh, I know. Oop. Leatherhead, man, these twist eyes, man. Okay.
All of his warts are outlined in black, just like in a cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
So cool.
I know,
I
right?
can't get over how awesome they're painted.
Oh, I know. By the way, Leatherhead's tail, it comes as a separate piece that you have to put on real quick, so doing that real quick. They come with a ton of accessories. The fact that these are like $25. Oh yeah, we'll take out the pizza here in a second. So Leatherhead, this is what his butt looks like without his tail, but you just plug in his tail real quick. Ugh. Hold on. A little tricky at first, so make sure you get a good grip and don't break your finger at the same time. Oop. Yeah, it's a ball joint. Oh my god. Oh, okay. You can kind of... Hold on. Almost got this in. And Leatherhead has a spiky tail because, he's a crocodile. Ow, ow, ow.
Crocodiles are one of my favorite animals.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Try it. Okay. I think... Oh, no, it's not fully in. It's like... I'm just being very careful to want to break them.
Yeah, I could imagine. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so be very careful. One trick they always say for things like this, use a hairdryer. I don't have a hairdryer. Because you heat them up to make it easier. Okay, that should be
I would say
good.
put a little bit of baby oil in there, grease it up a little bit. Probably
Yeah.
help. I would not want to put any type of heat on any of my figures.
I know.
Or my dolls.
Oh, nice. So here's Leatherhead. Look at how cool that is. Looking very awesome. I remember Leatherhead having a kind of a New Orleans accent. I think he was a very like
Bayou raised.
yeah, Bayou crocodile. Look at that, man, his vest. I love the different shades of green to look like the cartoon. Look at that tail detail. Yeah, and like his belt. And his hat, man. Love that. Look at the different paint jobs on his hat.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
He comes with a little bear trap.
That's awesome. It was definitely raised up in the bayou.
Yeah. Comes with handcuffs. He comes, or yeah, little. You could put this on your Ninja Turtle figures. He has a lot of accessories for.
His mouth is also articulated.
Oh,
I love
yeah.
it. I love that.
I know, right?
Like, look at the detail on his tongue.
I know, it's so good. I'm taking out their accessories now. They got so many accessories. This pack has like so much stuff. It's like ridiculous. Here, I'm gonna show off the accessories while I do it, and then we'll get to the figures again. So the stuff I open up, Leatherhead comes with, for your turtles, you can put this around their necks. Real metal chain. Comes with a bear trap.
Oh, he's got a twist and turn feature too. That's dope.
Oh yeah. Yep, waist articulation. Comes with a bear trap. Very awesome.
In the Barbie world, we call it twist and turn feature.
Oh yes, he comes
Barbie
with.
was the first to have that.
Oh yes, comes with a pizza. You can have him hold the pizza.
Like he's holding the pizza, but it looks like this guy came along and.
Yeah. Oh no, no, he's the one that's eating it.
I know.
He's eating it like a sandwich. He comes with his katana blades. Very awesome. Really love the paint on there. Always be careful with these katanas. I've had both of Leonardo, both like the cartoon Leonardo and the movie Leonardo. I think every Leonardo figure I've had, one katana blade has broken off. You just use some super glue to fix it. But yeah, just like always be careful with these because of they're kind of a more fragile plastic. But yeah, his little katanas.
Oh, that's cool.
Man, they come with so much here. We're just getting started on what
Even like everything just looks like it was drawn. I love it.
I know, right? Oh man. So yeah, look at all the stuff they come with. So this is Slash as a baby turtle. And his Binky.
What? Okay, so this little
Yeah,
turtle is adorable. There's a lot of detail in that little thing.
Oh, I know. Oops. He comes with his little Binky that was his little palm tree when he was
Little turtle. Dear. Oh, the palm tree. I
know.
love that.
Oh,
little turtle.
Killer Clown just said you're hot.
Who, me?
Yeah. Yes. Oh man. But yeah, I love this little pizza. Oh, it's so cool.
Killer Clowns. I love that movie.
Now, Slash also comes with his space gun. He came from a second episode. Look at that paint detail right there too. This is baby. Yeah, that baby Slash is so cool. So tiny.
The attention to detail in these are just brilliant. It's like even in there, do you see like the detail inside of that?
Yep, and then Slash's other gun. Look at that, it's so cool. And then this is Leatherhead's gun. It's like a shotgun, but it has ketchup things. It is like his little ketchup gun from the cartoon. Look how cool that is. And because
Ketchup shotgun.
and he comes with a pair of lobsters.
Ah.
Or is it crabs? I think it looks like lobsters.
Yeah, those are lobsters.
Yeah. And they still come with more. There's still a few other things, and then we're. How do I open this?
They fit in his mouth too. The crabs. I mean
yeah.
the lobsters.
Oh yeah.
That's just awesome. I love that. I love alligators.
Oh yeah. And then, yeah, Slash. Did we get his hands yet? Oh no, it's a. Yeah, Leatherhead. I won't take these out, but he comes with a real rope and a real net that you can use for your Turtles figures to rope them up.
That is really cool.
I know, right? So much fun featuring.
Like I want to play with these.
I know, right? Yeah, Leatherhead comes with his gun, different hands and stuff, really nicely painted for holding his different weapons. Did Slash have some extra hands, or did I like going crazy? I know.
I like how it's real rope and stuff, and
Yeah.
not like a cheap plastic rope that a lot of things come with.
I know.
It's like, that's cool.
Did I? Where are the Slash's hands? Didn't Slash have hands somewhere, or did he not have?
I don't
extra?
think so. You didn't. There. You definitely didn't have any gray hands.
Maybe he didn't have some extra hands.
I mean, not gray.
Did I? Yeah,
Turtle hands.
Maybe they came with so many accessories that he didn't. Yeah, but okay. And then yeah, this Leatherhead hands. I guess Slash's hands are very like. They can fit like all his weapons. So yeah. Like I'm gonna double check that actually right now. Actually, if you want to put in Leatherhead's like these hands, and then we can put on, have him holding on some stuff real quick. Yeah, I thought Slash had some hands, or maybe he didn't. I don't think the cartoon Slash had. I mean, the video game Slash figure had extra hands either. Because Slash's hands are very like unique. All the
Oh, I
paintings.
like that one.
Yeah.
I like this hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you.
Yeah.
Stop poaching my people,
Yeah.
Florida.
Exactly.
Stop killing alligators, Florida.
I know. Seriously.
And Texas. Those are crocodiles. They kill crocodiles.
Yeah, Slash's hands could actually fit quite a bit of different things. Bra moment. I'll put his swords in here. Yeah, his hands could fit all his accessories. Be very careful when putting in his swords, though. I like Slash with swords.
Hence the name Slash.
Yep, exactly. Makes more sense than just having him with guns.
I like how
Very
posable
awesome.
all of their feet are,
Oh, just
so
to
that you can like do some cool poses with them.
Yep. Just to show you the size comparison with Slash, because he's the size of a normal turtle, and Metalhead. And Metalhead's pretty big. But yeah, it comes with so much stuff. Yeah, before I look at Leatherhead, I'll show you. Slash is pretty much like the turtles. His head can rotate and go up and down. His arms could rotate, but they do hit a couple of things, like with the shell. They do go in and out a little bit because of the shoulder pads. So you have to just be very careful. But they can go in and out a good amount. Rotate at the bicep. My elbows are super tight. I've been trying to bend them, but they're like... I had this problem with the video game Slash, so be very careful. I'm gonna just keep them down. They have the bend, but that's just be very careful. They're just like really stiff. The hands can go, wrists can rotate and go, they go in and out this way. He does have a waist joint. It's underneath the shell, and his legs do go forward. He can like sit down, so that's cool. And then they go, he can almost do the splits, which is awesome. And then they do bend. His knees bend really good, and they bend easier than his elbows right now. And then his ankles can fully rotate, pivot forward and back, and he has an ankle pivot side to side. So really good. I'm just wish I can get his arms, but I'll be careful. I'll kind of slowly get him to the point where he can.
Yeah, his elbows are a little stiff as well.
Yeah.
But that's because they're made out of some really tough plastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty nice.
Oh yeah. I know.
I really love the detail. This is my favorite one so far.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
That's been unboxed.
Here, real quick, yeah, just show Leatherhead again. Just so nice. I love his eyes. Just it's a cool look. I mean, it's a freaking crocodile.
The
And
attention to detail and all of
because
his color patterns are just great.
look at that mouth detail. It's a little hard to see here, but yeah, you can see the tongue right there. The teeth look great. Little, yeah, really cool teeth, man. I like how they have this like wash on them too.
And then when you look at them, they're all outlined in black too.
Mm-hmm.
That's some close attention to detail.
Oh, I
I
know.
love it.
And his head does move left and right. It goes up and down just a little bit. We're doing April next. Yeah,
That's what
like
I'm excited about.
oh, I know, me too. His mouth opens and closes, which is great. Arms do fully rotate because he's wearing a vest. Go in and out. Rotate at the elbow. I'll be very careful. His elbows, okay, cool. They do bend, obviously, but just be very, very careful. I'll just bend it this much. It's like, oh crap, slash, sorry. Yeah, be very careful. You don't want him to fall and these to break. That's what I'm always worried about. That's what happened with Leonardo. And then like his wrists go in and out, and he does have his waist joint that rotates. His legs do go forward and back. He goes almost does the splits. Goes in and out pretty good. Oh, his tail rotates, goes up and down. So doesn't have a full, but it does have a full rotation. Goes in and out. It's on a ball joint, and then his knees. Ooh, and be careful because of the spikes here. So his knees do bend double joints. It's gonna take any of these figures. Just take your time with them to get the joints acclimated because they're very tight at first. And the ankles pivot forward and back. And he has an ankle pivot side to side. I don't know if he has a rotation, but it's still, he has some good articulation, and you can kind of point the tail down a little bit to help him stand if you needed to. But he stands really good, even if the tail is fully out. Yeah, he's really well balanced. He's like his legs are nice and meaty. He's not one of those figures that are super top heavy with the skinny legs, you know. And then one thing. We should put him, give it his little. Oh, actually, this is his gun. Here, let's see. So you put. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it has like a little pin.
Because he's got his trigger finger ready.
Yeah.
Unless it's that one.
Yeah, maybe it is this gun. I'm trying to remember which weapons came with which. I have to rewatch. I don't think they have any. They have pictures, but no, that's Slash's gun.
Bam.
I know, right?
Bang, bang.
I know. It's like, damn.
It's like, I want to play with him.
I know, right? If you can, like, I know it goes in one of these hands for sure, so just be very careful. It might have some paint smear. That's the only problem with Leatherhead's hands. Slash's hands are pretty pliable, so I know this one's like for holding his net and everything.
I'm pretty sure that he is right-handed.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. Wait, where's the comments? That's the only thing about doing this live. Where is the, oh, okay, there we go. Sean, please give me your hair and beard. They are too good. Oh my gosh. Thanks. Why do I hear a bird sound? Oh, that's your phone. Well, you can. You done the shredder from both Bring the Turtles from the second movie, yeah.
Let's see. So I'm going to take this hand, and I'm going to use this hand.
Yeah, okay, sounds good. Well, but yeah, I love the accessory. Slash only has one pair of hands, but his hands fit his accessories, and Leatherhead has so many accessories. I'm gonna put his binky like up here with him, so that's cute. Baby
Oh
Slime.
my goodness. So this hand, Oh, this is cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's meant for holding it like that. Yeah.
Yep, for
And
sure.
Then, and then you hold. Yeah.
He's like, "What? You want me to use this?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? You. Only you can prevent wildfires
Yeah. Exactly.
by not having gender reveal parties."
I know, right? Exactly. Exactly.
Stop burning down California.
I know, seriously. Oh man.
I'm gonna have too much fun with his pointy finger.
I know, seriously. Yeah, you could totally do it
I
like
love
that.
it. And then with his mouth a little bit open, it's like he's laughing at you.
I know, right?
With his finger.
All right. Oh, yeah. Just to show off the box real quick. So here's April. First off, thanks to E Rivera 94 for helping me get Slash, Leatherhead, and Metalhead. These are all those were Target exclusives as well as this one. Keep checking your Target stores, or also NECA. The NECA store will usually put these up for pre-order again, so you can, like, especially April and the Foot Soldier should be going back on pre-order on the NECA store, so that way if you missed out on them or can't find them on Target, like. But Toy Bro is the one that helped me find this.
Shit.
Oh,
Oh.
oh,
Sorry,
it's okay.
I said the S word on your channel.
Oh no, it's okay. It's half. I've said the F word during my life just on purpose because of what happened to with Chadwick Boseman. The people saying he was on crack when it turned out he had cancer and stuff. I said F those people and everything like that, you know. So Toy Bro helped me find the April Foot Soldier pack. It's pretty much like the other two packs. It has a picture of April. The bio doesn't have anything about April. It's about the turtles. Picture of April on one side. Picture of the Foot Soldier. So yeah, let's open this up. Oh wow. Yep. Thank you for being part of this, Heather.
Yeah. We're opening up toys. That's one of my favorite things to...
I'm okay. Yep, I'm okay. Oop. I'm okay. I thought...
Do you want me to get the skinny scissors?
No, it's fine. That was my bad. I'm usually pretty careful about that. Yeah, always be careful when you're cutting twist ties, you guys. I'm okay. That more poked me than anything, but yeah. Otherwise, it'd be like, ah, crap. That really hurt. Yeah, that was more like it got me, and oop, I am bleeding a little bit, but hold on.
Do you have a first aid kit? Is there a band-aid?
Oh no, it's okay. Just make sure, as long as I'm not grossly bleeding and stuff like that. Worst case, I'll hold it down. I'll do this for a bit.
This is great about the live streams. You get all the candids.
Yeah.
For the things that would have been edited out.
See, you guys, I bleed for you. Seriously. But yeah, just always be careful when opening and stuff. And this is why I don't like twist ties, and because look at this, you either have to deal with untwisting this or you cut it, and that's why I did. That's why I cut them.
Yeah,
Okay.
You know, that's the worst thing about opening up toys and figures and even Barbies. The way that they package Barbies are terrible.
Oh my god, I know. I've had to open up some collector Barbies before. That hair stuff, it's like, what the hell? It's
with all the technology that we have, they can't figure out a different way to tape her hair down.
Actually, yeah, Hasbro's like, well, Hasbro did away with twist ties, thank God. Because they used to be really bad with twist ties. NECA needs to follow suit on that.
And so does Mattel.
Yep. Yeah, Hasbro is actually trying to be very environmentally conscious.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up because it's a giant waste of the use of plastic.
Oh, wow. I had such a big crush on her, you guys.
Who didn't? Oh, I love her.
Even with that jumpsuit.
Oh my god. Look at the detail in her hair and stuff.
I know. It has the little black lines.
Look at her booty. She's got little...
Yeah. She has a nice booty. Oh man, she comes with quite a bit.
Oh, yeah, she's really awesome.
Oh yeah. Wow, look at what she comes with, you guys. All her essentials. She comes with a Channel 6 news camera, and this camera looks dope. Old school camera, because phones are freaking camera. Look at this. Okay, have her. She comes with a channel 6 microphone because she's a reporter. And she comes with 2 microphones. Well, one is connected to, back in the day, this is what you called recording tape. They don't use this anymore, but yeah, it comes with a microphone and recording tape. Look at that. And she can have this actually connected, have her holding it while, yeah, you can have her like hold, oops, I'm sorry. Oh, these are her open hands. I'll give her.
And they fit perfectly in her hands and stuff too.
Well, here, these hands are a little bit more. These are her microphone holding hands right here. They're very little hands.
These ones hold their microphones as well.
Yeah, you just have to be very careful with those ones. These ones.
The thumbs, yeah, the thumbs are easy to knock off.
And then, yeah, put those hands.
So this one has a bracelet on it.
Oh yeah. Oh, actually, Oops, sorry. It actually, you put it right back on. That's her watch.
What? It comes off? See, that's cool. That's like really cool. That's really neat. That it comes off.
Does this
like
open?
that.
Yep. This opens up too, and this is awesome. It's her communicator, and it opens. Look how cool this is, you guys. It has so much detail on there too. Her little turtle comm. Look at that.
That's cool.
Hey, look at that detail right there.
Wow. That's pretty amazing. I don't even, did they have April toys when we were younger?
Oh, what's up?
Did they have April when we were younger? They had April, right?
The toy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Her toy looked a little
She
different.
wasn't this cool.
And then we get the battle damage foot soldier. It's pretty much looks like the regular foot soldier, which I love that. Except it has a battle damage open chest. And I love his gauntlets. Look at that. The battle damage right there.
Oh, that's really neat.
Now, this has come with other foot soldiers before. Oh, wait, what did he say? Oh, man. Oh, there we go. Do you work with the Mafia? Oh, geez. They still use recording tapes. Yeah, well, they record stuff, but they're not like April's thing. Okay. So, yeah, it comes with that rifle that we've seen before from the other foot soldiers. And then, it comes with many different hands.
I'm still playing with her.
I know. It's so cool. You can have her interview.
These two are amazing.
I know, right?
He's like, look, it's April. She's like, you pointing at me?
You get extra hands right here. Open hands and gripping hands. And then, wait, there's more. Yeah, that's what I love about NECA. They give us tons of accessories. And definitely for $25 per figure, you get tons of stuff. It's actually remarkable all the stuff you get with all these.
She's even got detail on her clavicle.
I know, right?
You know, her collarbone? Look at that.
Foot soldier gets another cool gun.
Mind.
I know, right?
I think it's because I'm a doll artist that I can't help but geek out over excellent paint jobs on things.
Oh yeah, you get the extra, now the gripping hands. You get 2 ninja stars in orange and gray. You get some cool accessories. You get this like scroll statue. I try to even know what this is from. Like, is it scroll or gerbil? I know it's from the cartoon. I just can't remember which one.
That looks like a chipmunk.
Yeah, and you get this little monster, alien monster. I forgot which of. This had to be. Yeah, and I gotta watch like Charmis or Pixel Dan's review on. And this is what's really cool. The foot soldier gets the communicator, and it has a Bebop on there.
I love it. I love it. That's like when I saw that in the package. It was freaking awesome. So back in the 80s, these were called Palm Pilots.
Yes.
That's awesome. And now we actually do exist in a time where we can communicate with each other on screens.
Yep. I remember back in the 80s, that was like the future, and now we are living in the future.
Sure are. Sorry, you guys. That was me. I get excited.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll put him here. I just want him to fall. Okay. I'm trying to give the foot soldier hold his weapons.
He's like, that makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I know, right? I like how foot soldier's hands are pretty pliable. These foot soldiers, man, double dealing and like.
Whoa, yeah. His weapons are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I just got these weapons of mass destruction.
Oh, I know.
Look at it. He's just like, I'm gonna go this way.
Oh, yeah.
This is so fun. Detail in his tape grip and his shoes are just awesome.
Yeah, I got April holding her recording tape, and man, so beautiful. I know some people haven't really been a fan of the head sculpt, but looking at it in person, I really like it.
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think she looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks so much better in person. Like, the sculpt and the paintwork look amazing. Like, what do you guys think?
She's got winged eyeliner.
Yeah.
Like, the attention to detail is amazing.
Yeah, that head sculpt is like, yeah, I don't know the thing. Did your tattoos hurt? Yes, but they were worth it. Some didn't hurt that much, and some hurt. Like my stars, the guy that tattooed them was very heavy-handed, so it was very painful, but not like, it was a good pain. You know, it was worth it. I wouldn't have done it if I didn't, like it. So while she's playing with the foot soldier is the same articulation, so I won't really go over it. But April's, her head fully rotates, goes up and down. Her arms fully rotate, just move her collar a bit. You can go in and out. She bends at the elbow, as you can see right here, only like a little past 90 degrees. Her wrists rotate and go in and out. She does have an upper diaphragm joint that goes forward and back. Actually, she has more diaphragm joint articulation than most of the other turtle figures. Her legs can go forward, high kick, back. She can pretty much do the splits. That's awesome. Rotate the other part of the leg, bend at 2 points at the knee. And her ankles can pivot forward and back, and she has an ankle pivot. So yeah, April is really awesome. A lot of people were ragging on her, like Toy Bro, who helped me found this. He wasn't a big fan. He said this was like his least favorite of the line, but I really like her a lot.
I think she's awesome.
I think she's really blown me away. Like, the detail, like her head sculpt is beautiful. The hair, like, this is what I always wanted from a cartoon April figure. It's great. Like she's not like a ninja or anything, and yeah, she's very small in like her proportions, but she stands. That's what matters. I love her accessories. She's way better than I thought she would be, even with the reviews I saw. So yeah.
Yeah, and she's a character that would be interviewing our other toys, not necessarily,
I mean,
engaged in action with them. So,
yeah, I mean, April
but
wasn't the most. She kind of had that Princess Peach syndrome. She always had to be rescued by the turtles,
yeah,
but she was also very fierce, and she went out and she helped the turtles. They made a joke actually in that 2012 crossover with the 80s turtles and the 2012 that their April always was like, oh yeah, we always have to rescue you, April, and stuff like that. hmm Yeah, or how the cartoon turtles could never use their weapons, so they're just like doing this, but they're not actually like hitting anything. So, yeah, I really love April. Like, it's hard to tell like which ones I really like so far. I mean,
that's my favorite so far.
yeah,
I love April.
yeah, April is hand. I mean, character wise, April is my favorite of all of these. Um,
That's my favorite of the figure so far. He's just freaking
Yeah.
awesome.
I think
Leatherface.
yeah, I think besides from character wise, April wins. Figure wise, just based on if I didn't know what the characters look like, um, I probably would go between them two.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's pretty badass.
Yeah, for playability wise, Metalhead is probably the best. For accessory wise, it's Metalhead and Leatherhead, and Slash does have some great accessories too. April does too, actually. Um,
Yeah, they're all really well done. The foot soldier is pretty awesome too.
yeah, like we've gotten him before many times. The one thing they did with April and Casey, like Casey's foot soldier, if you can see right here, looked like he was like about to be torn in half.
Oh,
It's
that's
really
cool.
awesome.
That's cool.
But this one has like, yeah, because in the cartoon, and the reason why the foot soldiers were actually actual people in the comic, but they changed them to robots because the way they got around cartoon violence, as long as they were robots, like that's why in Transformers they could do this too. They can be shot at because they're robots. If they're robots, and same in every Ninja Turtles version, it was like this too. If they were robots, they could be torn, like have their heads cut off. Ooh, good catch. She saved April just like the turtles.
I got some good reflexes.
I know, Chewie, man, Chewie hit the table in like April, but yeah, like the I thought that funny in a lot of cartoons. As long as they were robots, they could be torn apart, like limbs cut out and everything. So
Yeah,
yeah,
because people don't want blood and violence in children's cartoons.
yeah. But as if
Like
they're
that
robots, they're
He-Man
fine.
movie when they're like, He-Man can't kill nobody,
Exactly.
and so the movie was just weird.
I know, right? So our last figure, wow, we've done all the cartoon figures. Now we're doing the Super Shredder. By the way, I love Toka and Razar, or Toka Razar, yeah. No wait, Toka Razar. I always get them mixed up, but yeah, they got the short, really great photo of the turtles with the secretly Super Shredder. You got a picture of Super Shredder, and both sides.
I have a feeling though that this one's gonna be the best one
I know this
after
one.
we open it.
I know. So we're going from cartoon ones to movie ones, and it says right here includes cape, spear, munition container, and 7 interchangeable hands. So yeah, and when you open it up, you see a beautiful picture. Now, one thing I learned about, because when I saw this figure, right, and one thing you can tell, the cartoon, I mean, the paint job looks very cartoony, but if you go back and watch the movie, the reason they did that because he was in a very dark, what was that like? We were just there with the beach, right? The decks or what's that place like when people go out to their boat?
Pier?
Piers. Thank you. They were in a. He was like in a very dark pier. So what they did to make his costume pop, they painted it with these silver marks to really show off his muscle definition. So even though he was in a yeah.
The painting on him, oh my god.
Yeah. So this is movie accurate. Even though people are like, why would his costume look like this? This looks like a cartoon painted. But no, that if you go back and watch the movie or look at stills in the movie, this is movie accurate. He had these highlights to show off his muscles.
I think the highlights is one of the best parts.
I
It looks
know.
amazing.
Yep. So let's open them up.
I'm a doll artist,
Yeah.
so like details are just pretty great.
Oh yeah. Look how awesome this is out of the box. Ooh, that new toy smell. Now, gotta do the thing, cut out the little things right here. Oh boy, watch out. Actually, I would actually more recommend a nail clipper for these things, but it's okay. We can do this.
I have perio nippers
Oh, okay.
for periodontal surgery.
Oh, nice.
Remember when I used to be a dental assistant?
Oh, yeah.
I use that to clip things and stuff.
Yeah.
When I'm like doll works and whatnot.
I definitely would recommend that over using regular scissors. These scissors are great for twist ties, but there's no twist ties. Thank God on this one. It's just all these little clips for his legs. There's more of them, but at least they're not like, they're super easy to cut once you get them. It's just more about, they're so tight that you're just trying to make sure you actually cut them.
So they're hand painted.
Yep.
They're hand painted by John Wardle and Joffrey Trapp.
Oh yeah, yeah. They have all the. I think they had them on here too.
They have the names of the entire team that designed them, sculpted
right
them,
there.
the fabrication. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, Randy Folk, Pixel Dan, and has interviewed him many times. The NECA team is amazing. Yeah, the sculpt, Irene Matar, Josh Sutton, Trevor Zamit. Fabrication is Anthony Machado, Josh Sutton, and Tony Cubiano.
And they're all even packaged by one person.
Yeah. Yeah, so the NECA team, bravo for making just the greatest Ninja Turtle figures ever. I can't get over how awesome these figures are. And that's why it's so hard to find them. You know, people know how awesome these figures are. If these figures weren't awesome, they wouldn't be so hard to find. They would be on the shelves and so like peg warmers and stuff, but every time I found them, I've only get one of each, and by the next day after I found them, they're gone. So yeah, it's like they don't make enough of these. These are way too popular, especially whether it's the movies or the cartoon. What do you think, Heather? Are you more fans of the movies or the cartoon or both?
Oh man.
Yeah, you don't have to choose. You can say both.
Definitely both.
Yeah, me too. Like, that's what's great about Ninja Turtles. If you like, they all have something in common, but they're all different in their own special way, and I like that.
I like the movies with their timeless, classic practicals and
the Jim Henson Company. Mm-hmm.
You know.
That was actually a big reason why I don't like the third movie, because they didn't use the Jim Henson team. That's the only reason why, really. Like, I don't hate the third movie, but I hated that they didn't use the same costumes and everything. They used, like, I forgot but you could definitely tell it wasn't the same. Like, the fact that they look worse than the third movie compared to the first movie, that it should be opposite, right? They should get better. The puppeteering should be better, but yeah. And then I didn't like that they went full on CGI with the 2014 and 16 movie.
Really, I loved their looks in those movies.
Oh, really?
I loved the realism.
I mean,
of them.
I do prefer the practical suits.
Yeah, me too. I love Jim Henson. You know that. I'm a big, huge Jim Henson nerd.
Oh yeah.
So anything Muppets, but I don't think they used Jim Henson for the third one because that was during the time that he passed away.
Oh, yeah, that's probably why. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, because what did he pass in, like 93 or whatever? I forgot when he passed in the early 90s. Because Muppet Christmas Carol, I believe, came out in 94, and I believe like that was the first movie they did when Jim Henson died. That's why it was a special thing, because they dedicated it to him. Yeah, it was Muppet Christmas Carol, my favorite Christmas Carol. That's traditional one. Scrooge is a Christmas Carol adaptation, but that to me is more, what's it called, the word for it? It's like more, like it's not a faithful, not that the Muppets one's truly faithful, but you know what I'm saying? It's more like it's still in the time period. Scrooge is a more modern adaptation. It's more of a, I forgot the term for it. It's like a more loose adaptation. There we go. But it is an adaptation nonetheless. Christmas Carol is the timeless story. I think I love that story because it just speaks to people. It's a Christmas movie, but it's a timeless story. don't be a dick. be a good person in
And
life.
it has to do with how your actions affect others.
Yep.
How, you know, he ultimately could have saved Timmy's life.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny Tim. You know, he ultimately you're gonna die and no one's gonna give a shit. You're a terrible person.
Exactly. I think it also speaks to us in our healthcare system that if we just took action right away instead of waiting, people are so poor and they can't do anything about it, and all these rich. It really is like.
Yeah, it really is about rich giving back to the poor.
Yeah, and it's showing how so many poor people have to let their family, especially in that time period.
Kind of demonize capitalism.
Yeah, it really does. It really is. It's like that movie is about. It doesn't. You could be rich, and if you don't use it to help others, you're just gonna die alone anyway. And then
yeah, and when you're so rich that you're literally taking from the people that made you rich.
Yeah, exactly.
It's affecting their families too, because they should be able to like take care of their kids and not be starving.
Yeah, exactly.
Oof. So it kind of targets slave labor a little bit there too.
Yeah. Oh crap. Hold on. This was actually he didn't use this in the movie. They give you like extra like based on his actual spear from the first movie, but they made it like super to give him like an extra weapon because
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so that was a really cool thing.
It's even got like battle damage on it.
Yeah. Because I remember they did that because they felt like, oh yeah, they didn't have.
This is cool. It doesn't even look like it's plastic.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's metal.
Oop. Awesome. And the mutagen container, the TGRI. That's what made him Super Shredder.
And it's actually got the neon green in there too.
Man, when you're a collector, every day could be Christmas, but it's even more like Christmas when you can't open up your toys with a special someone.
Oh, that's cool.
There we go. Took forever, but oh my god. He's like, Super Shredder. Look at that, you guys. How badass is that?
Whoa, the details on the hands.
You want to take a look, sweetie? Look how cool that is.
The details on the hands are, that's insane. The details on the hands, yo.
Yeah. Of course.
Do you guys, can you see it? Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
His hand detail is the sculpting on him is very immaculate.
The sculptors at NECA are just absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Oh man, if you want to look at their hand details, look at these hands. Like,
yeah.
these hands right there.
Every square inch of it is covered in wrinkles and
yeah, because he's mutated.
Veining. Oh my gosh, that's
like Freddy
amazing.
Krueger hands almost.
Those are amazing. Wow, those are amazing. Like the veining detail. And I'm a sculptor myself, and it's very difficult to achieve that type of detail in such a small sculpt.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. That's insane.
Hey, look at these hands, man. These are for holding his spear and whatnot.
His cape has the same highlighting in it as his suit. I love it. Oh my god, look at it. Oh shit. Crap, I keep saying the S word.
Yeah. Poop is Leatherhead, okay?
Yes, he is. I almost caught him, but I didn't that time.
I know.
His back detail, though. And his eyes are like how they are in the movie.
Yeah.
He looks like he's really, 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 really peed off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're just like, very expressive. He's got like really expressive eyes for like tiny little sculpture in there. And they're glossed. The eyes are glossed.
I know.
Which is a detail that I like to, I really love that glaze effect in there.
Oh yeah.
It really adds to it. Makes them pop more.
Hell yeah. I'm just blown away by this. I love the fabric cape, these shoulder pads, or his like crazy shoulder pads are just like, man. I'm just blown away by the figure. I mean, NECA, man, like, wow, they are just literally like the kings of Ninja Turtle figures right now. Yeah, I just love detail on the mutagen container. It would be nice if it was the broken one, because it was broken, but I don't mind that.
That looks like real chain metal. It looks amazing.
Oh yeah. Oop.
His hands are freaking awesome. Oh man. Oh, and the fingers. That's amazing.
Oh yeah.
I've seen like $300 figures that don't have detail like this in their hands.
I know.
Just saying. This is awesome. His back detail though, look at his back. Wow. This dude's ripped.
Mm-hmm. I know, I'm looking at April, I realized, like, oh yeah, she can hold her camera too if she wanted. I know, I'm just having... That's the thing, man. You gotta enjoy your toys, man.
Yeah. With all the work and the detail that went into them, they should be enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to be fisted. He's giving me a difficult time pulling his hands off.
I know, right? I know, I'm just like, man, I want to play with April, but I want to play
It's
with
so
Super
awesome
Shy.
because, like, you know, when the figures that we usually get, like, because of all of this being armor, the head's usually not very articulated. That's not the case with this one. It's pretty genius.
Oh, yeah. I know, man. Well, just blown away by these.
So, like, I'm torn between these two being my favorite.
I know, right? I need to still take a look at Super Shredder.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm hogging him.
I know, right? I know, I'm looking at him. It's just like, wow.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, and he has waist and upper diaphragm articulation. Yeah, look at that, you guys. Just that head sculpt right there. Yeah. I don't know how the mutagen mutated his armor, but whatever. We're talking about a world with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so don't try to question it. It was awesome. Yeah, just, I love the shading on there. Like I said, that's movie accurate. Go back and watch the movie. They his costume looked like this. It was just in a dark pure, so you couldn't really tell, but they did that to highlight his muscles and everything. Look at that, man. His shin guards, his gauntlets. He like goes from having like 2 to like, oh man, way too many. By the way, it's a nice pliable plastic, so you don't have to worry about breaking it. I mean, I would still be careful, but you know, these are meant for adult collectors, not kids. But if you're a kid that can play with this and not break it, you're awesome.
This is just, the accessories are just,
Oh yeah.
this is awesome.
Yeah, there's so much great articulation on here too. Here, let's get to that real quick. And our final articulation. His head can move left and right. It does hit his shoulder pads a little bit, but not too much. Actually, if you move around, he looks up a little bit, looks down a little bit. Oh, but he has like double joint neck, which is great. His arms could fully rotate, but the shoulder pads get in the way. They do get in and out pretty good, actually. They're pretty tight joints, so be careful. Yeah, it can go in and out that much, so that's really good. He has bicep swivel, or is he? Or I don't know, actually. It looks like he does, but no, actually he doesn't. It looks like he does, but like it's just nice paint apps. It's okay because he has double jointed elbows, and he has a swivel at the elbow, so it actually works out good. It's like a swivel hinge, which is awesome. Yeah, so you can like pull on like double joints right there. It looks awesome. And he has wrists can go in and out. He has the upper chest diaphragm that rotates and goes in and out. And he has a waist joint that rotates. So he gets quite a bit of articulation right there. Oh, and his waist joint pivots forward and back too. So you can really have him going down to look down at the turtles, and you can make him look up. It looks so cool. Then his legs can go forward that much, can go back, you can go in and out. Almost a good stance. Can't do the split chip, but you wouldn't, like, why would you really? And then hit upper diaphragm, leg
Someone
joint.
said, are there any new Hot Toys coming out?
Oh yeah. Well, I got the Thanos there, you saw, but I'm hoping to get
That was a question.
Oh yeah. Wait, which Hot Toys? Just regular ones? Like, there's tons that are coming out, you guys. Oop. Yeah, there's always tons of Hot. If you're asking if I'm getting any new ones, I'm hoping to get, I'm hoping to get, what was the character that I really wanted that's coming out? I'm hoping to get, I want to get Rocket Raccoon from, Endgame. I want to get, God, I had them pre-order. I'm trying to remember. There's a bunch. A lot of the Endgame ones. Alita Battle Angel. I want to get. I know. She looks amazing. I know. You'll see it. I'll show you a review of it. Like my buddy Justin from Australia. Justin's reviews. He's
Loved
had
Alita Battle Angel.
I know. Yeah. Oh yeah. If you want to watch Alita Battle Angel,
love that.
Oh, and then last for ankles can pivot forward and back. I don't think they rotate, but they do have an ankle pivot and really nice feet. Yeah, look at that. That's a cool stance right there. That's like intimidating right there. And you can have him hold his, here. Let's switch out his hands real quick. Gotta wiggle it out. Wiggle it. Ooh, man. Really tight in there. Okay, cool. And then let's put in this one.
This one grips around the thicker part, and then those other ones probably grip around the thinner part. That's what I'm guessing.
Luckily, these hands are pliable, so
These
put it in there.
fingers, though, look at them.
I know, right?
You see the
Oh man!
you see the detail in them?
Look at that. Now that is awesome right there.
That's pretty awesome. He grips my finger too, like a baby.
I know, right? Man, we got lobsters, we got pizza. Oh yeah, I know, yes.
Yeah, I've been playing with them over here while you
I
were
know.
talking.
It's so cool. But yeah, man, what? So everything we open is pretty current in the NECA stuff. This is all a Super Shredder has been shipping to
This is
everyone.
amazing.
Oh yes. Um, Now going back to what we were saying before, cartoon wise, I said Metalhead and Leatherhead were the best aesthetically. I think now that we have to count him, he hands down wins the best badass looking, aesthetically looking figure. I mean, wow. Even if you didn't know anything about Ninja Turtles, you look at this guy and it just screams badass, man.
Yeah.
Like like a cartoon robot turtle, a crocodile man, like a more evil looking turtle with armor, a bow damaged foot soldier, and a reporter don't have anything on this guy.
Yeah, he's pretty amazing.
I mean, it is apples and oranges. This is a live action character, and these are cartoon characters. But I mean, just on aesthetics alone, this like wins hands down. I mean, it's just like I always loved Shredder's look, and Super Shredder, even though he was only in the movie for a short time,
Yeah.
just looked always so badass.
Yeah, he's really awesome.
Oh yeah. Yeah, look at that, you guys. It's just look how big he is. Like Metalhead is the second biggest figure, I think, besides Leatherhead. And look at how much he dwarfs Metalhead. Metalhead is a deluxe. They're both deluxe figures. These are both $30 figures, but yeah. Metalhead and Shredder, like he's a little bit more bulkier, and he's like more taller. He's bulky, but like he's more like he has longer legs and arms. It's more of his bulk is like his armor, but yeah, like when you hold both of them, they feel weighty. I think he's a little bit heavier. Like here, feel both of them, and he has the attachments on there too.
He does feel heavier.
Yeah.
They're all really amazing figures.
I know.
Like
NECA really like.
to achieve cartoonism, it's pretty awesome. I just love how everything's outlined with the black and stuff. It's so dope.
I know. And we still look forward to Toka and Razar coming out this year. So, mama. I can't wait. I mean, it just blows me away how good these figures are. And I'm really glad that NECA has been making it so people can get these figures easier. I know Target and Walmart, you guys got to step up your game, man. People want these figures. You should be carrying like at least like if you here's my opinion. If you're a retailer and you have the exclusive to an action figure line, you should be. Oh, I know.
What is this?
Yeah, he's like a little alien guy. It's from the cartoon.
Oh my god, it's so cute. I didn't even catch this because I was too busy being distracted by Leatherface.
Oh, Leatherhead, yeah. Yeah,
Leatherhead. Why do I keep
yeah.
saying face?
Oh no, I know Leatherhead, and I called Leatherhead
Leatherface is a horror character.
Yeah. Yep.
That I don't really like because.
Oh yeah. I know, right?
I love that. Oh my god, that's adorable. Looks like an orange baby Majin Buu.
I know, right? Oh, I love Majin Buu. Yeah. Yes. I know. Like I have my Majin Buu figure. Man, I'm just so impressed, you guys. Man, any of these figures could be in my top 10 figures of 2020. I would have to say the Super Shredder is hands down the favorite. I knew it was going to be, but like, man. Okay, if I was to rank them, and they're all amazing, so I don't want to say like any of these figures are bad because they're not. Okay, how would you rank them, Heather? Like just from favorite to least favorite.
From badassery?
Yeah.
Okay, so I love April O'Neil, but I would say April Foot Soldier.
Mm-hmm. Wait, are we saying from least favorite or to favorite?
Least to favorite.
Oh, okay.
I love April. This is hard to rank them.
Oh, okay.
So it would be April Foot Soldier.
Oh, wow, nice.
And then probably that one.
Slash, yeah.
And then this one. And
Metalhead.
then this one and then this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would be, yeah. How would you rank them?
As much as the Foot Soldier looks awesome, he has the cool weapons. I love April, but I would probably say, okay.
I only made her like one because
Mhm.
even though she's very beautiful and has an awesome sculpt, she's the most, the basic out of all of them.
Oh, of
all of
course.
these came with so much cool stuff
Yeah.
and so much intricate details.
I would say like, okay, for me, like, okay, if it was based on like the coolest looking stuff, oh, I'm gonna do two rankings. I'm gonna do for like, who my favorites are based on like my love of the character, and then based on like actual the cool, what's cool about them figures. So
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
yeah, let's do that. So figure wise, so character wise, and this guy's probably gonna get number one on both. So I'm gonna do favorite to least favorite. So character wise, it would be Super Shredder, April, Metalhead, Leatherhead / Foot Soldier. Now for figure, favorite to least favorite would be Super Shredder again. So he's number one on both because he's Shredder. I love April, but Shredder is one of my favorite villains of all time. I love April, but Shredder, both in look and just being a villain, like he always beats April for me. It would be figure wise, Super Shredder. Man, this is hard.
Metalhead is pretty awesome.
Yeah, probably Metalhead just because I do love robots. Then Leatherhead, then Slash, and yeah, for figure wise, I would say Foot Soldier, then April. April, for character, she's number two, but for figure wise, she is, and that's not saying bad because I love. Really, Foot Soldier is just what gives them the edge is the battle damage, because if it was another regular Foot Soldier, I even would put April, but the battle damage just gives them the edge, and he comes with cool weapons. But April, even though she's a reporter, and it's nothing because she's a woman, because I love her, she's number two of my characters, but in figure-wise, like, she's important as a character, but as a figure, you would probably think a Foot Soldier is the better, cooler-looking toy than April, just based on looks, But like, yeah. If you like, I would want to play with this guy first, then this guy, then Slash, then Foot Soldier, then April.
I would want to play with that guy first, but that looks like a guy that like my mom wouldn't let me play with because it's gotta be on my shelf.
But yeah, what do you guys think? You think Super Shredder is one for both of us, for both characters, and like he's one of my favorite villains of all time, and this look is just amazing. Like we did get a Super Shredder toy back in the 90s, but if you look at the vintage toy, it's like this is like night and day. This guy is way
more articulated and everything.
Yeah, way better sculpt, way more articulated. I mean, the toys were like, for what they were great. We didn't have anything better at the time, so we couldn't even dream of anything like this. This was just like what we had as a kid. We were just happy with what we got. But I don't know how you could make this any better. This is like perfect in my opinion.
Character-wise, April, and it's my favorite.
Yeah,
and then,
exactly.
And then it would be Slash.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then Metalhead, and then Leatherhead. And then
yeah.
I love this one here. He's amazing.
They just look amazing. Like I'm really like, I want to once again and before we wrap this up, to thank not only NECA for making these amazing figures. They didn't send me any of this, but I want to thank Toy Bro for helping me get April and the Foot Soldier, because I would be without them to this day, because I've yet to. I remember when I was checking, I had my niece's birthday, and I was looking for a birthday present for her, and by the way, if anyone has found a baroness with with a bike. I'm looking for her in Beachhead, but I always was looking out for them just to see if I would find them. And I went to three or four different targets, and I have yet to find them.
Wow. Shout out to Jason Fraley. You're an
Mhm.
amazing sculptor.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to find you. I'm going
Mhm.
to follow you on all your stuff if you have it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a lot of the NECA guys are on Facebook and or Twitter and Instagram.
I got to find them.
Hmm. Yeah, and if you went to Comic Con with me,
Toy sculptors and doll sculptors are like my favorite kind of people.
Mhm.
It's usually what I follow on social media.
and I want to thank E Rivera 94 for helping me find Metalhead, Leatherhead, and Slash. These guys are absolutely amazing. Like I'm so happy to have a good woman in my life, and I'm happy to have a good woman that really appreciates these figures as much as I do and geeks out over them. That's Yeah, find a good woman like that that doesn't look at you as like weird for collecting these, but actually appreciates them and understands why you collect them.
Nobody should ever judge you about anything that you like that brings you joy.
Yeah,
That is a deep-rooted insecurity.
exactly. No one, yeah, guys, no matter how old you are, whether you're a kid or you're in your 30s like us, don't ever feel bad for collecting anything, especially collecting action figures is way better than going and doing drugs or like, going and sleeping around. And yeah, there's so many like going and murdering people. It's like there's so many worse things you can do in your life.
Besides playing with toys?
I know, exactly. And the reason why we do this because like they're characters that we grew up with that made us happy in hard times. Especially, I've talked about this many times, my parents had a really bad divorce, and I would lock myself in my room and with all my action figures and enter into my imaginary worlds with Ninja Turtles and Transformers, He-Man, Thundercats, GI Joes, and just forget about all the crap that was going on. And these are security blankets to a lot of us. They make us feel the nostalgia is a sense of happiness, safety, better times, when we didn't have to worry about bills. And I mean, the good thing is when you're adult, you can buy all this stuff you want.
And they also stimulate thought and creativity, and that's not just for children. Using your imagination is important for everybody.
Oh yeah.
If you use your imagination, you drastically reduce your risk of getting Alzheimer's when you're older.
Oh yeah.
So you're preventing yourself from getting Alzheimer's by playing with toys.
Hell yeah.
That's the truth.
Exactly. And that's the thing, you guys, like me and Heather are really adamant about like when we have kids, that you want to make sure our kids aren't addicted to screens. We want them to actually play with
toys.
Yeah.
And use your imagination. It passes proteins around in your brain. And I think that's so important for human beings. You know, we've possessed imagination for thousands of years. Look at the great stone carvings of China and, the pyramids. That was somebody's imagination, an adult's imagination.
Oh yeah.
That brought that into fruition.
Exactly.
You know, it generates thinking and thought.
Yeah, because, it's really cool that a lot of the NECA guys here grew up with these characters just like we did. And now they say it's a dream job, that the fact that they get to work on these characters that they grew up on. And that's the coolest thing, you guys. You could be a kid loving superheroes or Ninja Turtles or all these different things like SpongeBob or whatever, and you could be an animator one day. You could be a sculptor working on like high-end action figures and making things that will not only make kids happy but adults happy as well, because that's the thing. We live in a world where it's so common for adults to buy and collect action figures. It's like they don't just buy one or two. We buy dozens upon hundreds of action figures. We're not like, oh, this is like, oh, just one thing to put on our desk. Some people are like that, but a lot of us, when we collect hard. But that's like anything. People collect, memorabilia, clothes, shoes.
That's mostly what I collect, is clothing. I have lots of dresses.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Why is it?
Don't wear pants.
Yeah, I mean, and I love that about her too. Like, why is it's so weird to think like collecting action figures as adults is one thing, but people collect like clothes and shoes. There's the sneakerheads that are out there. They're spending hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars on
You know,
shoes.
some people don't think about it, but even having art all around your
Yeah.
house is a collection.
Yeah,
Collecting
art.
paintings,
Yeah,
collecting, you know,
silverware, like
yeah,
China and yeah.
home decor.
Everyone collects something, unless you are a true minimalist, which I respect people who are. I Everyone collects something. It's pretty much the American way to be a collector in one shape or form. There's no one that doesn't collect something. If it's not action figures, it's
Or
art.
some
It's
people that
shit.
collect money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you guys know I've been saying this for years, but don't ever feel bad for whether you're a kid or you're in your 30s, 40s being a collector, because like spend your money on what makes you happy. And as long as, like, here's the thing, as long as you are still able to pay your bills and you're not like one of those people, because whether you're a drug addict or a toy collector, if you're if you're spending your money on toys over your like baby food or something like that, then yeah, that's not good. But as long as you are able to afford paying your bills, being responsible, yeah, if you have extra money and you want to buy a few action figures, go right ahead. Don't ever feel bad for it, you guys. Like, as long as you have money for a house and bill, like food, like you're paying your bills, you're making sure that everyone in your household is safe. Because I know tons of collectors have like families with kids, and yeah, they're treating their kids to toys as much as they do make jokes that daddy's toys are way better than their kids' toys.
And another way that I see
yeah.
it too is that as a collector, it's kind of like investing into the stock market.
Yeah.
You spend
Mm-hmm.
50, 60, sometimes $150 on a figure, but can you imagine how much they're going to be worth 30 years from now?
I know. And one thing, Heather knows this too. Um, as you guys know, I've been selling action figures for
Yeah.
a few years, and I I have a lot of stuff that is skyrocketing in value that I never want to sell, but there's stuff that I was okay to let go with, and thank God I collected it when I did, because it tripled in value. And there's some things I've had opposite to you, where I bought in things and then I literally have to give it away. That, like, it's just like the stock market, right? You invest in something and sometimes the company tanks, and then sometimes they're Apple and Facebook, and the stock, these action figures you collected, you spent $20 on it, they're worth 200 now. That's why it's so great about it.
And ultimately, we're keeping our favorite franchises around. You're keeping your favorite toy companies in business. We don't
Mhm.
want to see them collapse like Toys R Us.
Yeah.
So you're putting into the economy,
Hmm.
and that's really important.
Oh yeah. One thing, and I don't know if you know this, but I told them too. Toys R Us never went under because people weren't buying toys. That wasn't the reason. The people that owned Toys R Us, they were a private company, and they were building on debt, and because they didn't make the company public, and even though they were making profit every year, the amount of debt they were collecting because of I learned this, like, there's a lot of business sides of the Toys R Us guys. It's all on YouTube if you want to know the story about Toys R Us, why they went under. It had nothing to do because people weren't buying toys. Yeah, sure, it did hurt them, that with Amazon and Walmart, Target, and like the rise of video games and iPads
Well,
and
they're
stuff.
accumulating debt and
Yeah.
not making enough profits
Mhm.
for that debt.
Yeah. Like, the thing about Toys R Us, they had to make ridiculous amount of profit to pay off that debt, and they just realized they just had to fall and like end the
It's
company.
because a
But
lot of companies make big mistakes by
Yep.
spending a lot of money on marketing and
Yep.
advertising.
yep, they did that for ToysRUs.com.
Instead of
Excuse me.
investing that money into the people that worked for them.
Yeah, exactly. Toys R Us made some bad decisions, the people that own Toys R Us. But the business side of things, if it wasn't for those bad decisions, they would still be around today. They don't.
These companies are strategic because
Mhm.
they have all these YouTubers pretty much doing their
Mhm.
advertisement for them.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You know, instead of dropping $200,000 on a commercial.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing too, is that most kids, even when they're watching shows, they're watching stuff on streaming. They don't watch toy commercials. Like, they literally have to watch and know about these things because of YouTube and looking up toy channels. Like, toys aren't marketed the same way that they were for us anymore. Like
which is great because it's crazy that kids get bombarded with toy commercials every time they try to watch a cartoon.
Oh yeah, dude, we were.
It's a way of literally brainwashing kids.
We were brainwashed.
With
Look
YouTube,
at us now.
and with YouTube, kids get to sit down and not only get to like see the toy, but they see you playing with it. And
yeah,
it's just way better than any television commercial out there.
Yeah, toy commercials had a really fun sense.
The He-Man commercials were awesome. Though.
Oh, I know.
Those were different.
Oh yeah.
Because those were like, He-Man, you can be stronger than your parents.
Yeah, I know.
Because it was always like, the boy playing with the toys and like defeating his dad kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
I always thought they were great.
Yeah, no, I loved it too. Even recently, they still do toy commercials, but they're really funny because they're mostly on advertisements for toy reviews. I've noticed that I'll watch a toy review and they do a toy commercial, or they just post them on YouTube. So it's like, well, kind of defeats the purpose because when people are on YouTube, they're watching other stuff. But it happens. Like maybe they're watching actual kids videos and then they have toy ads on there. So yeah, because I've seen toy ads on YouTube videos, but by the way, I find it funny, you guys. I don't know how it is for you. Me and Heather aren't drinkers, but and she can vouch for this. We're watching like videos, like we watch a lot of different videos, like Hot Ones and like Honest Trailers or like the Kill Count or anything like that. And we get beer commercials and like alcohol commercials. And like, what the hell? Neither of us like drink. Like, why are you advertising that to us?
Because we watch Hot Ones.
I know.
Because we like chicken wings.
I know,
Vegan ones, by the way.
Exactly.
That means that we must drink beer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but by the way, even though both of us aren't vegan, we eat a lot of vegan food, and we actually had a nice vegan dinner right before we started the show. So, yeah, we actually both were eating vegan chicken salad and a vegan...
Yeah, because I won't eat chicken.
Yeah.
I don't eat birds.
Yeah, exactly. That's why if we did, like... We always talk about, like, we would be cool if we did a Hot Ones on just for us. Like, just like we either I interviewed myself or we interviewed each other while eating hot wings, but it would be vegan hot wings.
We should totally do that.
I know, that would be awesome. I would love that.
Interview each other and eat hot wings.
Oh my god, I know. Oh god, it would be. Oh god, I know.
If you were to interview me, what kind of questions would you ask?
Oh, I know. Yeah, that's a good question.
Would you want to talk about dolls?
I know.
Would you?
Oh, we could talk a lot of things. Like it would be like the actual Hot Ones episodes. We talk about our careers and things that we're passionate about, like
activism.
Activism and politics. So yeah, we could totally make it mix. And I told Heather this right before, and you guys, if you seen me, follow me on Twitter or Instagram, I want you guys to know, you don't ever feel like you have to be one-dimensional where you can only, like, if you like toys, you only can talk about toys or pop culture. It's okay if you can like toys, pop culture, politics. Like, I made a post about that where I like to post about Black Lives Matter, but then post cute animal videos. I talk about activism and pop culture. Don't ever feel like you have to be one or the other. People are multidimensional. We especially we're like 2 months into election right now. Like we want things to change. We're hoping things to change. Me and Heather are very liberal, and we don't care if you're conservative. It's okay, but it's okay that we can talk about these things, whether you're Democrat, Republican, whatever. It's just like have an open conversation about these things. Don't feel like, oh, I don't want to talk about politics because that's what we're in the crap America we're in right now because we didn't want to talk about politics. We need to talk about politics sometimes. And there's things that we consider politics that shouldn't be politics.
Yeah, like basic human rights.
Yeah, Black Lives Matter and LGBT rights and, animal rights, and that stuff shouldn't be political.
Being an activist for human rights and animal rights should not be considered political. These are basic human rights.
Exactly. So don't ever feel like you can't talk about those things with your family. My dad, I'll be honest, like he'll be the first to say this too. He's a Trump supporter, but then the rest of my family, like my mom and my brothers and Heather, were all voting for Joe Biden and stuff like that. So I don't hate my dad for being a Trump supporter at all. Like I still love him, but
you can't get your point across with hate, just like you can't defeat racism with more racism.
Exactly.
You know, you can't justify racism with, oh, that person's a criminal.
Mm-hmm.
You
Exactly.
know, I saw something today that upset me. Somebody posted something about Breonna Taylor
Oh God. I know.
supposedly was handling money for her ex or whatever. So it's like that justified her getting killed in her sleep.
Exactly. I have to reiterate this. Just because, like, you stole something or whatever doesn't mean you deserve to die.
No,
It's
you
like,
don't.
like, police are supposed to stop criminals. They're not supposed to kill criminals.
They're not
There's a
supposed
big
to be
difference.
criminals.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, they're not criminals, but I'm just saying in general. Even, it, you, people are always trying to make excuses, saying like, "Oh, this person stole something. They had a knife. They had a gun." That doesn't mean they're supposed to be shot dead.
Exactly.
Like, goddamn, like, and how come a 17-year-old that literally killed two people at a Black Lives Matter protest can be,
Considered a martyr, pretty much. People are trying to martyr that kid.
yeah, he can be like taken in handcuffs peacefully, but yet a guy that is help diffusing a domestic dispute and is going to check on his kids can be shot 7 times in the back. That shows you that white privilege exists, and that shows you that, yeah, like why Black lives need to matter. It's just like, yeah. So we're really getting into politics here.
I don't really
Yeah.
like the term white privilege
Yeah.
because that is actually a racist term. I like to say systematic racism.
Yeah, that's more systematic.
Everybody
but-
is subject to racial profiling, but I know I can walk the streets in a hoodie
Mhm.
and not get shot.
Yeah.
That wasn't the case for Trayvon Martin,
Yeah.
who was a 15-year-old kid
Mm-hmm.
with a soda in his pocket.
Mm-hmm. I know. Yeah, it's just so sad, man. Like,
So
like just because the color of your skin, it just means you can be shot without question and stuff like that. It's just, yeah, the most. If society has shown that the most dangerous people aren't black, they're definitely people that are supposed to protect us. That's what society has shown us
Exactly.
recently.
Exactly.
The people that are
It's,
supposed to protect us are the most dangerous people out there.
It is, and it's really scary.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you know,
Don't be afraid to talk about it.
Yeah,
So
don't-
what if you lose followers?
yeah, I've lost followers, you guys, on all my social medias. Surprisingly, not YouTube. YouTube, I've gained things, but I don't know, maybe because I even though I talk about it in all my live shows, they're, yeah.
It's really important to go out and register to vote. If you haven't,
Yes, please
and you're
vote.
old enough to vote, take the time to research,
Mm-hmm.
you know, generate your own beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just pick a side and believe this side and this side.
Mm-hmm.
Analyze all sides
Yeah,
and then make your own informative decisions
exactly.
and talk about how you feel about things.
Exactly. Yeah, guys, like, the only way we're going to have real change is that in each of our households, we talk about these things to our family members, talk about the things
That we've been through.
we've been through, what our friends have been through, what society's been through, and we have to look out for each other. Too much in our country, we focus so much on ourselves, and yes, we do need to focus on ourselves a lot, but the way we can focus on ourselves is making sure that the world around us is better. And if we have to go out there, vote, making sure we not only vote for the president that will do the right job, but our governors, our senate, our city,
judges.
our city officials, our police captains and commissioners, our attorneys, and yeah, we have to vote for not only the top, but all the way down to the bottom, our city officials. Like, we have to vote, like, for the people that will do the right job, not only for the things we care about, but just to make sure that, like, society will be better for everyone. You know, America is, we want truly America to be great for everyone and stuff. And if we want to make America great again,
Which it's never really been great.
yeah, then the way we would do that is to focus on the idealism, of what the real, like, what our founding founders wanted, minus all the racism that they also had, because
And
our country, you guys should know this too. Like, me and Heather will be the first to tell you guys, like, our country, there's two sides of our country. One side has that very liberty, like justice for all, and also our founding fathers had slaves, and they really were very racist to Native Americans and to so many people.
Yeah,
And
Abraham Lincoln executed 38 Native Americans on Christmas,
I know,
and then outlawed the practice of our religion
yeah,
and shamanism, which didn't even become legal until 1972.
yeah, exactly. So I know,
So there's a lot to be. It's so important to understand history, not just current events.
yeah, and that's the thing about our country. There's so much gray. It's not just black and white. Our There's not people who were great and people who were evil. There is definitely people who were both did great things and very evil things. And that started with our founding fathers, and that's continued up until present day with our current president. Mostly on the evil side, but yeah, we won't get into that because
But
we can go on for days about that.
like the beautiful Michelle Obama said,
Yes.
we need to vote like our life depends on it, because
Exactly.
it does.
Exactly. And yeah, guys, and think about just the things that matter to you. And I hope that what matters to you, you care about everyone, but just think about like vote for the people that really like don't listen to like campaign promises on stuff. Really see about their track record. And that's what I'm saying. Like I look at people's track records, what they've done, like, and that's why like I love Joe Biden. Even like before he became vice president, like I looked at him and it's like, yeah, he's done a lot, man. It's like I really appreciate what he's done. And when you consider what Trump, like I know Trump has never been in the government, but even what he did as a businessman, I don't think he was going to be a great president even with that. It's like, yeah. And if you like him because he has that no sense attitude and whatever, sure, I can understand why people could like him, but just because people can talk the talk, which I don't know, he can't really talk really well for the most part.
He doesn't talk. He don't walk no walk. He waddles.
I know, exactly. He really waddles, and
and he stumbles.
yeah,
And he mumbles.
yeah. And, well, think of it like this: for you guys to like wrestling that, like, remember how like Donald Trump was literally in WrestleMania as a heel, which is the bad guy. Heels are bad guy, and that's all he's been as the president. Don't. I know a lot of people like heels in wrestling; they like to root for the bad guy at times, but you can do that for wrestling, but not for our country. We don't want to be the bad guy anymore. Don't let him be the leader that makes us like, it's like we're just like the
Just look at the state of our country now compared to what it was
yeah,
5 years ago.
I know.
We are in a state of anarchy. There's protests every single day. Things are blowing up. California's burning.
Yeah.
It's only going to get thrusted into further chaos
Yeah.
if certain people are reelected.
Yeah, so please, you guys, if you can vote, not only vote, but please, like, vote for someone that actually cares about our country, that actually, like, wants our country to be in a state of peace and unity, and actually cares about people of all colors, all nationalities, all sexual orientations, all, like, rich or poor.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, no matter what your religious beliefs are, a person's personal life is really nobody's business to dictate.
Yeah.
A person's sexual orientation or sex life really is nobody's business. That's for behind closed doors.
Exactly.
You know, my ethnic background's nobody's business.
Yeah.
What I practice religiously is for my household. Why is that being dictated? Because there's people in this country that don't religiously believe in that.
I know.
My spiritual beliefs, okay, I don't believe in judging other people based on your spiritual belief.
Right.
And, you know, there's a lot of things that I don't believe in with my spirituality, but I don't have the right to dictate that over everybody else. Like, I don't
Exactly.
celebrate Christmas. I don't believe in it. But I'm not going to tell Sean, like, hey, you can't celebrate Christmas.
I know, right?
Like, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, and Christmas is so many different things to so many different people.
Yeah.
There's like,
For some people, it's like the most magical time of the year, and it makes them happy, and they
I know.
love gift giving, and they love, like, being, you know, they love the lights.
yeah, that's
for
me.
me, like, I just...
Well, and then there's people that are super religious about Christmas. Jesus is the reason for the season, which we will.
Which it's actually Yule. It's
Yeah.
it's a spiritual practice that was stolen from pagans.
Exactly. Guys, Halloween and Christmas are both literally stolen from pagan holidays. So it's like it's
Yeah,
so it's
Samhain and Yule.
exactly. That's the thing. Everything we celebrate.
Everything that goes, like, everything about American culture comes from immigration.
Yep.
And it's not exactly appropriated
Mhm.
because it's become American tradition.
Mhm.
We've created a brand new race of people, the
Mhm.
American race,
Yep.
and then we all need to realize and accept that.
Oh yeah.
Just like in ancient Egypt, you know, people were of all races and languages, and they managed to live peacefully for many, many, many years until the Greek invasion.
Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. And by the way, thank you guys for all the nice comments and letting us talk about that. Yeah, like one thing that yeah, I mean, I also appreciate you guys, and I've done this even before Heather's been on this show. Um, I always appreciate you guys letting me talk about these things, and even though I know you're here for toys, and like we like the excitement of Ninja Turtles or other things, but these are things, especially with the election coming up, I really want to reiterate these things, and um,
Yeah, because, you know, movies like Ninja Turtles ultimately are giant metaphors for, you know, government control
mm-hmm.
and standing up against it
Yeah, exactly.
and things like that. And they deliver those messages.
Mm-hmm.
And so you get that in the film, and then you reenact it with the toys when you're playing with them when you're kids.
Mm-hmm.
And but that is also fantasy, but it's real life too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I know we'll man, I know we could be
They
yeah,
use mutants to symbolize systematic racism.
yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah,
all a metaphor for modern society.
exactly. Like the X-Men were created, Stanley and Jack Kirby created the X-Men because it was about racism, about
Genocide. Some of them are about genocide.
Exactly. Like people who saying like, "Oh yeah, I want to keep
Genosha
Oh yeah.
is actually coined from the term genocide.
Exactly. Exactly. See, that's why I always loved the X-Men. Even as a kid, watching those cartoons and reading those
Yeah.
comics, I knew, like, and I maybe because I'm very lucky to be raised in a multicultural family, raised in the Bay Area, where I knew I loved people since I was a kid. I had friends of every nationality, every color. Um, like I had now looking back, I had like trans, like gay friends, and I didn't realize that at the time, but I
I'm
totally
so blessed that I grew up very multicultural,
did.
and you know, I was raised in a gypsy family.
Mm-hmm.
I had gay uncles. I had an
Mhm.
aunt that was a professional clown. I
Mhm.
mean, just mixed races all across the board.
Yeah, exactly. And so when like I always loved the X-Men, and I always knew as a kid what they were dealing with, even though it's like no more mutants. I knew it was a symbol for the civil rights movement
Yeah.
and like segregation and all that stuff. Like what the X-Men, I love that cartoon. I love the comics because they were really taking they were putting so much reality into fantasy. You know, it's like they were taking things that were very extraordinary, like superpowers and stuff, but they were really showing more so than like them fighting bad guys. They were really fighting oppression and
Yeah,
racism.
for being
and,
different.
yeah.
And there's power in being different,
Mm-hmm.
and it scares people.
Exactly. And yeah, what and it showed like Professor X and Magneto were showing like where you can be better and make peace with the people that hate you, or you can let the people who hate you turn you into what they think you are.
Yeah.
And that's what it was so much great symbolism with. Like yeah, even though Magneto, who also not only is a mutant, but he was like he was in the concentration camp. He was a Jewish concentration camp survivor. Yeah, a Holocaust survivor. Yeah.
And he was a Holocaust survivor that also was experimented on.
Yeah, exactly. So Magneto, not only for mutant persecution, but also
religious and racial persecution.
Exactly. So he had a lot of hate because of that. But that's what I'm saying. No matter what color our skin is, we can't let persecutors, oppressors dictate like who they think we are. We have to be better
and
than.
what we should be, because ultimately we're gonna become versions of ourselves that we don't like,
Yeah,
and nobody
exactly.
else likes.
Exactly. We can be upset about the injustices that happen to us, but fighting injustice
We
with
need to be more
injustice.
than upset about it.
Yeah.
We have to be activists.
Oh yeah.
All Americans need to be activists against the injustices
Yeah.
of modern society.
Yes. And protesting, and even if it leads to um, some destruction, it's way better than like going and killing a whole entire race. You know, to try to make our point across that what is going on in our country is just total bullshit. You know, it's like it's like saying that word. It's like, yeah, it's like it is. You know, it yeah, we what the Black Lives Matter and so many protests that are going on around the world, they're trying to do it peacefully as long as possible, but sometimes it takes people having to make a statement like like burning a building or something like that to really get some real change. And it's been like that since the beginning of our country. It's always been like that. It's like people are saying like, oh, these writers and stuff like that, it's like they're just doing what is history shown.
There was rioters, and you know, when King Henry was president, I mean not president, was king in England eons ago, he had rioters. You know, it's throughout human history.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the burning of Alexandria was done by rioters who believed that literally that taking people's spiritual beliefs and history and marking it down into words was going to destroy our history, because it can be changed.
Exactly.
So the burning of Alexandria even was a great protest, and that was what, 365 BC?
Yeah, exactly.
It's been happening since the beginning of time, because it's the only way sometimes for things to be done.
Exactly.
And you know, I want justice for Breonna Taylor.
Me too. I know the fact that those police officers haven't been fired and prosecuted is like, it's just like
it's pretty awful. A lot of the truth of the situation is not getting put out there in media. Those officers showed up in civilian clothing. They were not in uniform.
I know.
Wrong house. You know, it's terrible.
I know. It is terrible, and we need justice for her and everyone that has experienced that in our country, because it's happened way more than it should have. And it's like still, even since like the Black Lives Matter protests have been going on, we've had like what happened to Jacob Blake, and we're lucky he's still alive. I even posted a thing about his speech that he made, and he just wants like, you know, make sure that this doesn't happen to anyone else. And yeah, like he just wants us to take action. He doesn't want this to continue to happen to black people, you know. It's just so sad.
And you know, we can't fight racism with more racism. We all like need to unite. Don't be anti-black, don't be anti-white, don't be anti-Muslim, anti-Native American, anti-Mexican, anti-Jew, anti-anything. You should not be anti-anything but hate.
Yeah, exactly. Because here's the thing, you guys, racism runs rampant in all cultures. It's not just an American thing, it's definitely all over the world. And it's really sad. We can talk about the genocide of so many people, like especially with Heather's heritage, what her people have gone through. But yeah, definitely that doesn't mean that just because every nationality has hate and racism in somewhat embedded in their culture, doesn't mean it's right, and doesn't mean that we can't. Yeah, you can't just.
It can be defeated.
Exactly, and you don't ever feel like, oh well, these people are also racist or also do bad things. Doesn't matter. They're still humans, and everyone deserves a right to live the way they want. As long as the way you want to live isn't hurting others, you deserve to live the way you want to live and believe in what you want to believe. Even whether you believe in Satanism or Christianity, atheism or Judaism, believe that Thor and all the gods, the Roman gods, the Greek gods, ancestors, Gaia,
You can be
all
one
that
of those
stuff.
people that believe that all of it is true.
Exactly.
That's me. I believe in all of it. All of it's true.
Exactly, because it's true. look at
All religions connect together like a puzzle.
exactly. It's
There
so
were
true.
many gods.
Exactly. Like seriously, you guys, like look how is that so many different cultures around the world have had so many different versions of what the creation of man or like
And
how
that's because there
yeah.
were many gods that
Hmm.
created many groups of people.
Exactly.
That's why we're all different and
Exactly.
wonderful, and we should be celebrating our cultures together, not
Exactly.
judging each other for it.
Exactly.
All cultures are beautiful with
Hmm.
their elaborate clothing and their folklore and their folk music,
Hmm.
and you know, it's
Yeah.
amazing to experience all of it.
Oh yeah, and by the way, you guys, so I didn't think it was well. I'm kind of glad it turned out like this. But I was gonna ask you guys. Me and Heather are thinking about starting a podcast, or at least like talking about things like this. If you guys want to hear that, like please let me know in the comments below, and we definitely
Yeah, we are both intellectual people that
Mhm.
have point of views about a lot of things, not just politics, that
Yeah.
we would like to share, as well as our own personal experiences
Hmm.
with things, injustices that we've been through.
Yeah. Oh
You
yeah,
know,
definitely. Yeah, we both have been through a lot, and like, like they definitely could make an amazing movie out of her. It's like I think it'd be a good idea for the podcast. Oh yeah, thank you so much, Jet Prime. Thank you. And by the way, thank you guys for whether you agree with what we've been saying or not. I appreciate you guys hearing out. And that's the thing. You don't have to agree with everything that someone says. Everyone is unique in their own way. You might agree with 90% of what we're saying, or you could agree with only 10%. But that's the thing. You don't put people in boxes. Like even Democrats and Republicans, there's liberal Republicans and conservative Democrats. There's really, I hate that we have to be in one party and the two. There's definitely things that the Republican Party have turned into that I don't but
like the fear mongering, for
yeah,
instance.
exactly. But
The fear mongering against Muslims really upsets me.
oh yeah, exactly. But there could be great Republicans out there, and there's very liberal Republicans.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good Republicans out there. I don't hate Republicans. I just don't want them to believe in the things that they've been spouting out.
I don't like people that are hateful.
Yeah, if Democrats said as much hate stuff, and some do, as much, especially the Democrat Party, then yeah, I would totally be like, oh man, I don't like Democrats, or I don't, yeah. But that's the thing. Don't let labels dictate who you are, and because that's the thing. Democrats and Republicans are such a broad scope of what they are anyway. Like Republicans have changed so much in the last 200 years as much as Democrats has changed in the last 200 years. Like Republicans were more like Democrats and Democrats were more like Republicans back in the day of the founding fathers. It's really funny how they really switch sides,
Well, Democrats have always fought for basic human rights,
Yeah.
and those basic human rights have changed and evolved throughout those past 200 years.
Exactly.
know?
Exactly. And that's the thing, like me and Heather are very liberal, but yeah, it doesn't matter if you want to call us Democrats or Republicans or whatever, but just like, yeah, like we're supporting Joe Biden because he cares more about the issues that we care about.
I agree. You
Mhm.
know, something that I am going to say because it needs to be said is people need to stop trying to portray him as a pedophile.
Exactly.
A lot of people, if you didn't watch the Democratic convention or if you don't know much about Biden, he is a bereaved parent. He's lost all his children, and he's lost his wife. His young daughter and his wife on the same day. And as a bereaved parent myself, when you're around children that are the same age as the kids that you lost, you can't help but smell them and want to be around them.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when they're kids of people that you know. And in those videos going around about him, those weren't kids that he were just meeting. Those were kids of people that are close to him, people that he knows on a personal level.
Yeah.
And I know that from experience because when I'm around, like my cousin who just had a baby, when I'm around, that baby's in my arms, and yes, I am smelling him and I'm kissing him because I lost a baby son. So when I'm around little boys, baby boys, I can't help but it's an actual psychological thing, and it doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you an extremely empathetic and beautiful person.
Yeah, exactly. I know, like, there's a lot of us, and I knew, like, I knew, like, so many people like that are parents or just love kids. Like they generally love kids in a way that they're protectors and they want to make sure that they would do anything to be safe. And there's a big difference between that and pedophiles. Like, come on,
Absolutely.
It's
I
like
know a predator when I see one, and
Yeah.
that was not predatory.
yeah, true parental instincts want you to love and protect a kid and like
Yeah,
to hold it
and the
close.
smelling comes from when you've suffered that loss.
Mhm.
It's you don't even realize that you're doing it until you've done it.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
you miss it so much. The smell of a child
Mhm.
is such a precious and
Yeah.
amazing thing, and when you've had it in your life and it was taken from you,
Yeah,
it's a very real thing that bereaved parents go through.
exactly.
It's
Yeah,
called empty nest syndrome.
exactly. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like anyone that's talking crap about Joe because of that, it's like, oh my God, you
It
guys.
actually makes me so upset. Like,
Yeah,
I'm getting emotional talking about it
I
now
know.
because
I know. Yeah, I know. It's a
it's a
she
very
can
difficult
relate
thing.
so much. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, yeah. So please, like, if that's what you think, like, Joe Biden is, then like, oh my God,
You
you're
gotta do your research instead
please.
of watching compilation videos that are
Yeah.
edited.
I know. Yeah, exactly. They, they say, didn't he call black children roaches? It's like I don't.
No,
When did he say that?
I doubt that.
No, he would. Well, one thing, like Joe, like he loves the black community. Obviously, like the fact that Barack Obama chose Joe Biden as his vice president, like
And
spoke.
he has the Obamas
Yeah.
to learn and guide from
Mm-hmm.
that he's close with and sees all the time.
Yeah, Joe's fought for black people for many decades now. He's like he. There was a speech I shared from him in the '70s, pretty much talking about the systematic racism and everything that was
He
going
was
on back then.
actually part of the movement
Mm-hmm.
in those times. He's been around for a long time.
Yeah, Joe's really fought a lot for people of all colors, and like yeah, even like especially like man, like do you want to share like the story about like what he said about with your guys' heritage?
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm Armenian,
Mm-hmm.
and the Armenians in 1915 faced a genocide from the Ottoman Empire. 2.9 million
Mm-hmm.
Armenians were murdered from April 1915
Mm-hmm.
to September 1915. So that's just a few months. 2.9 million Armenians were killed.
Mm-hmm.
And for many years, America has had a lot of interest in Turkey and has refused to acknowledge the Armenian genocide. It's not even in history books. In world history, nobody even knows Armenia exists
Mm-hmm.
until the Kardashians. So he's the only politician in American history that acknowledges the genocide and wants to implement that in the way that children learn
Yeah.
about history. And I applaud him for that,
Exactly.
because that's something that Trump does not want to do and will not do because of the superpowers' interest in Turkey
Mm-hmm.
and their oil in the mountains.
Yep.
They're interested in their medical intellect, because
Mhm.
people don't realize this, but the Middle Eastern culture is very medical.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see that in children's history books.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
important to me. It's important to my people.
Mm-hmm.
It's important to my future children. And the truth needs to be out there,
Exactly.
because we're being blamed for our own deaths.
I know, it's so sad. There's just so much stuff that's not taught in the history book, you guys. Like
You know,
the
like
Tulsa
the
Massacre.
Holocaust, people just say, oh, it was Jewish people. But Armenians at one time were Jewish people
Yeah.
that ultimately became Christian.
Yeah.
And so the Holocaust wasn't just Jewish people, it was also Armenians. It was a continuation of the Armenian genocide,
Yeah.
which still is not taught in history books.
Right.
Joe Biden wants to put that in history books, and that means something to me.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I don't know what I was trying to say the question about racial jungle. You want your children to live in a racial jungle? Who said that? Are you saying Joe said that, or I don't know. well, I'm not like I was like one thing I don't know if you saw. I said in the beginning, this is filmed on my phone right now. It's hard to see the comments. I actually have to go back and read comments. Um, what about I don't want to have my children living in a racial jungle? And he called. Are you saying that Joe said that? I'm trying to say like I don't know. One thing I don't know why he would say that and where he said that. I haven't seen anything about.
Or maybe they just feel like they don't want their children to be brought up around so much hate and racism.
Oh yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Is that what you're saying? I'm trying to see like Cecilia, I believe. I was trying to see like, is that your question and stuff like that? But yeah, I know like, yeah,
Talking about racial jungle. That sounds like a lot of people coexisting together to me.
yeah, I know. Yeah, is that
But,
is that? Are you saying you don't want a racial? Like, I'm trying to. Can you rephrase the question? I'm very confused right now.
yeah, me too.
I'm like, wait, is like, are you saying that Joe said he didn't want a racial, or you don't want a racial, or we? Yeah, let me read that one. I'm black. Yeah, Sean is awesome. Yeah, like me and Heather have a lot of, like we grew up with so many black people and
Yeah,
black
my
friends.
great. I have black family members.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, Armenians were originally a tribe that came from Africa, found their way to the Middle East, and then made it into Armenia. So
Yeah.
there are black Armenians.
Yeah.
There are black Middle Easterns. I have black people in my family. My great grandmother was black.
Mm-hmm.
So I have black aunts and uncles that are tied to that side of my family that are still part of my life.
Oh
And
yeah.
I have cousins and uncles that are black. And
Yeah.
the fact that they are less likely to get a college scholarship than me breaks my fucking heart because
I know.
of social injustices and racial profiling. It's not right.
Exactly. Yeah, and like Sean knows this. Sean, okay, do I play PlayStation? Yes, PlayStation 4. Yes. Just to answer a non-off-topic question. Oh, he's asking Sean. Oh, I don't know if you were asking me, Sean, or Sean, who's in the chat. But yeah, yeah. Like obviously, you guys know. I've been supporting Black Lives Matter back when Obama was still president, because that was like back with yeah, like man, they've been doing that for years before. Like this is like the second wave of Black Lives Matter, but it's really the Black Lives Matter movement has been like on top of the civil rights movement and everything. This is just adding on to that. Civil rights movement was about getting the actual civil rights for black people. Now this is just to make sure that we stop systematic
I
racism.
just don't know how anybody couldn't support Black Lives Matter.
I know.
It's not saying that they're the only ones that matter. They just want to know that they matter.
Aww.
They need proof that they matter.
Aww. Maz said, Sean, I'm going to remember this entire last part of the live stream. This needs to be heard. I also have black family members. Oh, thank you. Oh wow. Cecilia's like saying, so you only care about the Armenian genocide? What about the Polynesian genocide? Isn't he a Zionist pro-Israel? Is that like you're saying about Joe?
Just because I care about the Armenian genocide doesn't mean that's the only genocide that I'm knowledgeable for.
I know.
Or care about.
Exactly.
And I think that's a very ignorant way of thinking.
Yeah.
To assume that a person only cares about that one thing because that's the ancestry of their people.
Mm-hmm.
So, I am very aware of a lot of things happening in the Middle East that happened in the Middle East. And all of it can be learned from.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of the conditions of today's society in this country, and it reminds me a lot of what I've learned about in Constantinople. That was like the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Was the fear mongering, getting people to protest, making people afraid of these protesters, and ultimately that built up enough hatred for an entire genocide of people to go unnoticed.
Exactly. So exactly, it's one of those things, man. It's like just because
I'm also part Native American.
Yeah.
4.9 Native American, 4.9 million natives were murdered in order for people to live in these lands.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that there's so many different groups of people that have had so much wrong to them.
Yeah.
And
We need to talk about it more.
Yeah.
It needs to be in the history books so that kids and our future adults can learn from that. Our future leaders can learn from that.
Exactly. There's so much going on that so many people, whether like what's happening to Chinese people right now, what's happening to so many people in the Middle East, what's happening to black people, that's the thing. We're not like we're not playing favorites of thing. We're just, especially Heather's talking about like her heritage and people that have been affected about that. And yeah, and like especially as a kid who is multicultural but isn't part
And
black.
your family came from genocide as well.
Yeah, exactly.
His mother came from the Philippines,
Mhm.
and his grandmother is a survivor of an actual concentration camp in the Philippines, where his grandmother was literally the only survivor of it, and the rest of her family were lined up and killed, children included.
Yeah.
So we're both very passionate about the past not becoming our future.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like history is very bloody, you guys. So much blood has been shed for so many people of so many different cultures. Yeah. And I think what we can do from this point on. Wait. Oh, okay. What? She says, Cecilia says, I hate Trump, but I choose Trump over Joe in a heartbeat. Whoa. It's like, wow. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm just
Well, I think that as a human being, I don't have a right to feel
Mhm.
anything over how you feel. You can vote for who you want to. If you don't want to vote for Biden, do you?
Yeah.
But voting for a sadist is a very big mistake.
Yeah. I mean, I would just say if you really, really don't want to vote for Joe, even though that's the step in the right direction, at least like don't vote for Trump. I know a lot of people think like, oh, it's like I want to vote for someone that's not like. I understand the argument about like, oh, if I don't like Joe Biden, I want to vote for someone else. But I don't like Trump, I want to vote. But yeah, we're pretty much a two-party system. It's like if you want to just be frank, it's like the lesser of two evils. Then I would rather vote for Joe in a heartbeat. But like, to me, I don't think of Joe as evil. But I mean, I can, if you really want to be nitpicky about who he is,
Well,
and
I'm somebody that has actually served this country. I'm a veteran.
Yeah, she's a veteran.
So I have served this country. I've gone to school and I've learned about politics. I've gone to college for it. Politics was going to be my first career, but I decided to go medical. And I have educated myself throughout my entire life. And I can honestly say that with my educational background and learning about Joe Biden, a lot of the stuff going on about him that people are saying on the other side is completely false and inaccurate.
Yep.
And then it's not even true and
I
can
know.
easily be disproven by reading up on it.
I know. Whereas like Trump is pretty blatant about all his shady, evil shit that he does, and it's like he doesn't even hide it, and he's literally playing the villain. He's like I will take over the world, type of villain. It's like he literally doesn't like. Yeah, he's not like other candidates that are trying to hide it. He's like out in the open.
But, there's a lot of things that I'm also passionate about, like the fraudulent use of the family court system.
Yep.
How parents use the family court system to hurt the other parent, and it's perfectly legal.
Oh, nice.
And I'm against, a lot of things that happen in this country that needs to be talked about more, especially the injustices of the family court system.
Oh yeah, very much.
Very much need to be brought to people's attention.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of these judges that are elected into the family court system have very old school ways of thinking. And if you have a different religion or a different type of lifestyle, you're 10 times more likely to have your children taken from you because of spiteful parents, and it's wrong.
I know.
So there's a lot of things in this country that I'm very passionate for being an activist for.
Oh yeah, me too.
And
yeah, like
I want to make a difference.
Me too. Like I talk to people many times about like not only registering to vote, but mental health or emotional wellness, which is a way better term than mental health. But yeah, like I care about Black Lives Matter. I care about Middle Eastern people, Asian people.
Our flawed family court system is
Mhm.
something that really, really, really needs to be discussed.
Oh yeah.
So that's actually what I'm going to talk about a lot
Oh yeah.
when we do our podcast.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Sean, don't worry. I know you can't vote now since you're 15, and I appreciate all you guys that are listening in that are not old enough to vote. But when you are able to vote in the next election,
You're never too young to understand and learn about politics, to
Mhm.
learn human history, not just American history,
Mhm.
human history, starting with ancient Mesopotamia
Yeah.
and go forward. Like learn all of it
I
as
know.
much as you can. Constantly learn and obtain and retain information. I'm always learning new things.
Mhm.
I like to hear other people's perception on things
Mhm.
because it might evolve my perception on things.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I don't really like to debate with people. I like to share my ideas, listen to your ideas, and
Yeah.
raise awareness and be an activist. I'm an activist against shark poaching.
Yeah.
I'm
Sharks are
my
awesome.
obsession with this alligator tonight is because I'm also an activist
Mhm.
for alligators and crocodiles
Mhm.
and oceanic life. There's like he was saying earlier,
Mhm.
people have a lot of depth. There's a lot to me.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's what I love about her so much. But wow, we've been actually doing this show for is that 100 and how long have we been doing this? We've been doing this for a long.
A couple hours,
I know.
a few hours.
Well, I know we can easily talk more about. I mean, it's up to you. Like, how do you feel? Do you want to wrap it up or keep going? Or
I could keep going all day, but we won't have anything to talk about in the podcast.
I know, seriously. Well, yeah, let's. Yeah, I know, because it's getting late. I'm not tired or anything, but I know we've been doing this show way longer, and we're turning from like a Ninja Turtle unboxing show to a political show, which I don't mind at all. But at the same time, like, we can easily, like, I don't want to separate it so much, but I do want to, like, I can easily, talk about all this stuff for hours. And yeah, I feel like if we did do a podcast, it'd easily be a 1 or 2 hour podcast at least.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, if you guys want to see that, please leave comments. But yeah, like
Well, thanks for letting me be part of the show.
yeah, of course. And would you love to see Heather more, you guys, besides our podcast, but just like in the toy world? Because man, she loves toys too. Honestly, throughout the show, if you watch this from the beginning, and for the people that have been here from the beginning, you're awesome. Yeah, we both were geeking out about these. Just to know, we were talking about toys earlier before we were talking about politics. We hands down.
We just want to end it with go out there and vote.
Yep.
Educate yourselves.
Exactly.
If you're gonna vote for whoever, make sure it's the right decision for you.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And like I said, we are just trying to say what we're passionate about, and we want you guys to be passionate about your things, and we just want people to know that we're not trying to, like, we want to change people for good. We want people to just be more open-minded about people's culture, about people's
Yeah, we want people to be more willing to share your experiences too, like what you've been through, the injustices that have been delivered on you. If you're a victim of sexual assault, you have no idea who you might inspire and whose lives you can change just by sharing your story.
Yeah.
Your own personal experiences. You don't even have to talk about what you believe in or your political views. Just sharing your story with people you can change somebody's life.
Yeah. Oh, and Sean, just to answer your question real quick. The reason I stopped uploading every day because when the way I used to do toy reviews with the skits and everything, those take a few hours to film and edit. Shardamus and many other toy reviewers have talked about this. What you guys, even if you watch a 15-minute video, it doesn't take usually those videos don't take 15 minutes to film.
Yeah.
If it's one shot, sure. But even then, there's a lot of prep to that. If you guys saw how hard it was to even open up figures, those take so long. Like, opening up a figure can literally take longer than it is to do a review. It's ridiculous. Or putting it together, all the pieces. Like, opening up a hot toy can sometimes take like 20 minutes.
And it's hard to maintain that when you have several jobs like Sean does.
Yeah. And you guys, so here's the thing. Um, YouTube for the last few years, not just me, but most YouTubers, we make way less money. The only way we can make it a sustainable job if we have a lot of sponsors. That's why every YouTuber you see is Skillshare, Squarespace, ExpressVPN. You have to have sponsors to make a living, or Patreon. Like a lot of people like Shartimus, who has 500,000 subscribers, has tons of Patreon supporters. I only have like 7. And Shartimus is one of them actually. And yeah, it's one of those things. It, I I do make money off of YouTube still, but not enough to pay my bills, and I have to work other jobs. So I can't make it my focus anymore. And if I do, then I'm literally like
You're taking away time from your actual job where you're making money.
yeah, and it's one of those things that like when you're balancing a relationship like I'm doing now, you're balancing you have animals in your life like children or anything like that. It's hard, you guys. It's like a lot of people that do it like don't really do much else like that do YouTube. It's like even when they're working, it's like they're like working upon working. It's like even today's my day off, and I'm spending it talking with you guys hours, like opening up toys and talking politics. This is, yeah, this is fun, but it's also work. Like I could just be, having dinner with Heather and watching a movie and having our alone time, but I'm spending it with you guys. I even told her, hey, sweetie, I want to do a live show because I haven't done a video in like a week, and I don't want to forget about you guys, and she's understanding about that. So yeah, that's what I'm saying, you guys. It's hard. Like a lot of YouTubers, when they've been in my situation, just quit YouTube, or even when they were way more successful than me. I've known YouTubers that have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, even 1 million subscribers, and then they quit because they don't want to deal with the pressures or
Yeah, and the whole YouTube reform too that's happening with them trying to kind of crack down on content and all of that stuff, especially if you have child viewers.
Yeah.
It's become really constricting
Oh yeah,
for a lot of people.
I have to constantly.
Yeah, like I'm a doll artist.
Yeah.
I make realistic babies. I'm a sculptor of them as well as a creator of vinyl kits. And even just on my channel, that's a small channel where I only showcase my work just so I can plug those videos into my sales on other outlets. I mean, they've deleted my videos for like child abuse because they don't understand that my dolls are not real.
I know. They think.
They've deleted, and that's happening to, YouTubers across the board. So
I know. So it's a hard thing, you guys. Like the only way I can make, I would love to be like back in the day where I'm making videos. I would actually love to make at least like amazing weekly, well edited videos with you guys. But to do that, I literally would have to.
You'd have to work on it all week long.
Yeah, all week long. I would have to spend my weekends working, on top of working my other job. Like, I like when I'm selling stuff, I have to spend time printing out labels, packaging things to the post office. I'm like a mini Amazon, which like very mini because.
And another thing is there's only one of you. You don't have a publicist or a video editor.
Yeah.
Or things like that.
Oh yeah, Heather saw it earlier. We were supposed to do this live show like a good half hour earlier, but then we were having issues with my webcam or my computer. I don't know what was going on, and we're doing this on my phone right now. We've been doing this on my phone for the last couple hours, which I love that. It's so great we're in a world where our phones could be our live webcam and we can broadcast to the internet, and it's awesome. But just know this, you guys, I would love to be back how things were and make videos for you guys, but either I would have, like, even to get me to that point, I would have to constantly take time away to build up a whole new series or something that gets viral, and it's a lot of work. And even people I know, like Girlfriend Reviews, like they like their channel is amazing, but he was the editor for like for all these people, like YouTubers and other people, and then she like was working as a property manager for a good year until they were able to finally make YouTube their only job. So that's what I'm saying. It's like that's how YouTube is now, you guys. either you were very lucky, like you constantly have built your channel from the ground ups from back in the peak of YouTube.
And even that's not guaranteed. You can have 1,000,000 subscribers today, making really good money, and then tomorrow it's gone.
Yeah.
That's how it is with YouTube.
I know. It's a very like, I love YouTube, but at the same time, it's just like a very like yeah, you could spend. It's this is YouTube in a nutshell, and this is literally happening. You can literally spend 8 to 10, maybe more hours on one video, and make only like $20 off of it. Then you could literally film something that takes like only like 10 minutes, put it up on there, and it makes you like $200. It's like that's literally happened. I've literally put so much time and effort into some amazing videos.
So making videos has become a hobby instead of making money.
I know.
For 'em.
And that's the thing. It's like it's like my music too. Like I've been working on music for the last few months, and I'm still like actually I've been really sad that I haven't been putting time in that lately. But at the same time, I'm putting good time into other things. So I'm not like regretting that. But at the same time, it's one of those things that I know it's a passion thing. So I don't care whenever I'm able to record my music and put it out there. That if I make nothing off of it, I'll be proud of it, and that's what I want my YouTube to be too.
Yeah.
I want, like, these are fun, and these are, I don't have to worry about editing and stuff. And I love editing. I love editing videos, but doing all that, I want passion behind it. Like, I even talked to Sharkness about this. I know I know you guys love his reviews, and he loves doing reviews, but at the same time, I never intended to be on YouTube as a toy reviewer. Toys were passion.
You wanted to do skits and stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. See, I think that would be really fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to bring that back into.
Yeah, and I talked to Heather about my ideas, which I haven't made public yet, just because I learned from my things. There was this Avengers series way back before the Avengers movies were a thing, where I wanted to make it with like kind of like a stop motion / skit series, and I was gonna have my friends, and I never got to do it because it was a big undertaking, and then I got so busy with the toy reviews, and that's what I mean. Like, I know you guys love toy reviews, but it's hard because it's like that's something that it's more about quantity over quality. Not saying that people like that do toy reviews don't put quality in them. There's still quality in them, but it's like you look at so many YouTubers that, like, even Patrick Williams, who we're talking about, like when he was doing his skits and he was kind of interjecting like kind of a small fan film into it. That's the kind of stuff I want to do. I want to do my own personal things and touches to things, and that's why people love my toy reviews. But even with doing those, especially doing them daily, it was so time consuming. And now that I'm not getting paid enough to sustain that, it's like I can't do that. It's like doing that now is just like, it's literally saying like, okay, I want to put all this time, what I could be making, like the same amount of time I could make $100 in a day, or I could make like $8, doing the same thing. It's like, that's what's so sad about YouTube now. It's just like, before I could do that and make like 200 or more in a day, but now it's like, yeah, it's like literally I can't do that, you guys. That's the sad truth. It's like, unless I have sponsors, unless I have Patreon supporters, unless like I'm able to, with my other jobs, to save enough money where I can take a day off or two just to work on that. Yeah, that's the thing, man. It's like, that's the sad truth about it. It's just like, just know, you guys, if things were like they were, I would still continue. Maybe I would do less toy reviews and focus more on more of my passion projects, but I would still do them. But to do the toy reviews like I was, maybe I could do it at least once a week. I could do that for you guys, but at the same time, it's just like, the problem with toy reviews and a lot of reviews in general on YouTube, there's so many other people doing them now that by the time you get to them, you're so far behind. And it's like movie reviews, right? If you don't review a movie, literally, like, there's movie reviewers on YouTube that get to watch a movie early, post it before the movie's out, and so by the time, like, I was doing movie reviews on YouTube, but then I saw them when everyone else saw them, so when I put them up there, everyone that saw movie reviews saw the other YouTuber movie reviews. So it's like, yeah, even though I had a following and stuff, you know. So that's what I'm saying. With reviews, whether it's action figures or movies or tech or anything, if you don't get to be the first people, it's like people just like, okay, well, I saw the other person. I don't, because you're really, unless you really care about the person, which I know a lot of you guys do, and you care about my opinion. If you're just there for the toy, for the movie, you just want to know like the general aspects, like, okay, how's it look? How's the articulation? What does it come with? Is it a good quality figure? And whether it's me or Shardimus or anyone, like once you get the gist, you've seen one review, you've seen them all. You don't have to watch anyone else's. So it's it's a hard thing, you guys. I mean, me personally, I watch many toy reviewers just this because I like to hear their opinion. One person will say, "Oh, I didn't really like this figure," and that person will say, "Like, this is really awesome," you know. And it's good to have that balance of that, and it's like that with movie reviews too. But yeah, it's a hard thing, you guys. It's like I would love to, like, I want toys to be part of my channel, but I can't make it like my main focus anymore, you know. So I really appreciate you guys really supporting me through all this, you know. Hold on. Oh, thank you, Jet Prime. Yeah, Raid Shadow Legends. I know, I've seen that. Those ads. Free type of paid video? Yeah. But yeah, Sean, like, yeah, thank you, Jet Prime. And Sean, like I said, man, it's just like, it's the sad truth with YouTube. Like, it's either Patreon supporters, sponsors, you built up your channel into a really good point where you're making good money. I used to have that with YouTube, but they took that away. Yeah, it's just sad, man. It's like I make money off YouTube, but it's very up in the air, man. So yeah. But yeah. But I'm probably gonna wrap up the show here, you guys, because we can talk forever, and my phone's gonna die soon. So I'll just say this. So please, if you can, if you're 18 and older, or you know people are 18 and older, please tell them to vote. Please make sure they vote for the candidate that really will cares about the issues that they care about. If you care about my activism, please follow me on Twitter, Instagram, especially, and Facebook too, but I really do all my activism stuff on Twitter and Instagram. It's all Sean X Long. Heather, what did you want to promote before we go?
Oh, my Instagram is Fallen Angels Nursery.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mostly on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
My YouTube channel is Fallen Angels Nursery.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of share my art and stuff, and I like to make little short movies sometimes with my babies.
Oh yeah.
When they're
Her
born.
babies are amazing.
But yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, like oh yeah, well, we've done this show for a while, and my phone was like had like half battery life, but yeah, it's at 10% now. So that's what I was saying. It's like, yeah, it's probably time like in the show anyway. Plus, we're doing the show way longer than we thought. But yeah,
take the time to research the fraudulent use of the family court system.
Yep.
And things like that too.
Oh yeah.
Because more things about this country needs to be talked about than just like abortion and racism.
Yep.
There's more systematic injustices in this country that, you know, I want to educate myself on more of it myself.
Yeah.
So that's really what I want to talk about.
Exactly. Exactly. And want to give also a shout out once again to oh yeah, Maz. Actually, I had to switch my phone plans. I have a Verizon phone. I have the new iPhone 11 Pro. Well, it won't be new because apparently they're going to be announcing a new phone here soon.
Jeez,
but
like every year they're like, oh, upgrade.
I know. Yeah.
Phones are going to be $10,000 by at the rate we're going.
I know, they're already like over 1,000, so it's crazy. But anyway, yeah. So I have the touchless charger, which I just put it on there. But well, actually, I could have put it on there. But no, well, actually, I could have done it if I put it on but I have the phone on a tripod. That's why. it makes it harder. Then the cord, it's not a normal USB cord. I forgot what the new iPhones are. I have to look at it. It's not a USB connection anymore. It's like a different thing. I'll show you in a second. But I have a when I got my new phone, like it comes with a, I got able to get the touchless charger. It's like, or you still plug it in, but it's like it's on the pad thing where you put on there. Yeah. Well, no, it's a Lightning cable, Moz, but it's like it's not a USB to Lightning. It's like a different thing. Like it's a weird thing. I'll look at it actually in a second. But yeah, I can still use the normal USB to Lightning, but the phone comes with it didn't come with a USB connection, if that makes sense. It comes with it to plug into the wall, so you can use it to plug in, but it's not USB. It's weird, but I'll show you in a second. Anyway, I want to thank Toy Bro for helping me get April and the Foot Soldier, and I want to thank E Rivera 94 for helping me get Leatherhead, Slash, and Metalhead, and then NECA got through the NECA store our favorite figure, the Super Shredder. He looks just so badass, and I love him so much. Definitely, probably might go in my top 10 figures of. There's so many great figures this year, you guys. It's amazing. Like, oh, so good. But yeah, Heather.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome.
I know. But yeah, thank you guys.
Purple's such a transcendent color.
I know, right? I love purple. Yes. Yeah, purple foot soldiers, purple Donatello. Yeah, like as Andre would say, smooth Donatello. But yeah,
Andre's so adorable.
I know, right?
I love Andre.
We miss him too. I haven't got to see him this year because all this
COVID.
Yeah, I know. I would have saw him at WonderCon and Comic Con. Damn. Anyway, and Chewy's been a good boy, just laying down here. Need to brush him. He's shedding right now. I know. Like, take example if I brush him right now. And he's like, hey, what the heck, man? I'm just laying down. See, this is all from brushing him.
So majestic with his cape blowing in the fan.
I know, right?
Just
I
look at
know.
it.
I love it. I've been noticing throughout the show your hair's so majestic with the fan blowing your hair. I'm just like looking, it's like, man, you have like that. Remember when we were watching when Maya Rudolph was playing Kamala and she was like, it's like, you know, like
Oh my god, and she kept turning at the camera all
yeah.
like
Exactly.
fraudulent court systems.
Yep, exactly.
Tuesday on NBC.
Yes. I love it. Aw. But yeah, thank you guys. Like, Heather's a big part of my life now, and I hope that you guys love her as much as I do. And yeah, yeah, with COVID, you have Andre up and hang. Yeah, for sure. Hopefully, me and Andre can hang out. I know. Yeah, like I love to. He loved to see you again too. Probably like yeah, like.
Oh, yeah, he's adorable.
I know, right? He's so good. I know. I love Andre, and like I know he loved Heather, and yeah. Well, I mean, he's met Heather, but like, yeah, like definitely see him again. Man, Andre, like looking so good too. He just turned like I think he's gonna be 41 this year.
Dang.
So crazy, man.
He's adorable.
Exactly, man. We've been doing YouTube for a long time.
He's got a presence that you can't help but just be like.
I know, right?
When you're around him, you're just like.
Exactly.
It just makes you laugh constantly.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. Well, you guys, yeah. So make sure to follow Heather at Fallen Angel Nursery on Instagram. Just Instagram, right? Or do you want anything else?
Yeah, I'm mostly active on Instagram.
Okay. All my thing. I'm mostly active. Besides YouTube, of course, it's Instagram and Twitter, Facebook too. I'm on there, but I'm just not really happy with a lot of things on Facebook. That's why I don't bother sharing a lot of things on Facebook.
Yeah. Facebook is you know, it's becoming MySpace. It's
Yeah.
gonna die out soon, I think.
I know. I love Twitter. Twitter is the easiest thing to share things. Like I'm on Twitter all the time, and sadly, I lost a lot of Twitter followers for.
You know, I did have a Twitter, but I like lost my password for it. And I'm just like.
Yeah, Twitter and Instagram are
and
my
one
favorites.
post on there, I think.
Yeah, like I love Instagram for sharing like my photos. I share photos on Twitter too, but like, Twitter is like my great way to share things I love and to talk about things I love. Instagram is great for sharing like my moments. Facebook,
Yeah.
like,
I share a lot on Instagram.
yeah,
Me, I share my poetry,
Yeah.
my thoughts on things.
Yeah.
My pictures usually come with paragraphs
Mm-hmm.
of either poetry or activism
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Because on Instagram, what I like about it too, unlike Facebook, which Facebook's not too bad, but well, okay. What I like about Instagram, it's easy to find the things I care about, like all my activism stuff, and to share it. And I can, sometimes it's a little trickier to share it than Twitter, but not too much. And what I like about it when I'm sharing it in my stories, because that's like a Snapchat thing that Instagram took, but I like it better on Instagram because Snapchat I could never figure it out. It was just way too complicated. But what I like about Instagram when I'm sharing my political things, I can add like you can add things like register to vote, or you can add music to.
Yeah.
I can make my posts like when I'm doing my stories. I add music, like sometimes I add Rage Against the Machine or something like to coincide with the posts I'm sharing. I can add little gifs and everything, so I can make it like kind of more flashy if I want to, or I can make it very simple, or I can share videos like full on like a daily show or something like that. I can share their full videos easily so people can see a small preview of it. Then if they want to go to it, they can go to the full episode or something. So I like those type of things because
Yeah, I like those. I really love Instagram.
Me too.
I think it's a great social media outlet.
Yeah, I know it's funny because Facebook bought out Instagram, but I think that's the best thing about Facebook is because they have Instagram.
Yeah, I think that they've realized that too.
I know, right? Yeah, because the thing about Facebook, and just real quick, because otherwise we'll be talking forever. Like Facebook just makes it really hard. Like sometimes I see my friends sharing things that I care about, like news things or whatever, but it's really hard unless I put the post to the top thing to see the things that I actually care about. I see way too much.
Yeah, and Facebook is just, people have just too much of an access to your personal information. For me, anyways.
Yeah. People share way too much, and it's stuff that I don't care about.
People, see the things that you post, and they automatically think that they know you, and they marginalize you into this box over what you've posted. And there's just so much more to me than a small little social media window.
Yeah, exactly. So for us, like Instagram and Twitter especially are my favorites, as well as YouTube. YouTube entertains me the most, but if I'm on things that
I'm on YouTube all the time watching other people's videos.
Oh yeah.
Listening to music.
Yeah, YouTube is like pretty much like up there with if anything, actually, I think YouTube is still number one more than Netflix and Disney Plus and Hulu and Amazon, because I actually love watching my favorite creators stuff. I feel like it's the most underground thing, like still, even though it's a lot of mainstream stuff is on there. But I like seeing people's passionate stuff, like whether it's Philip DeFranco or like The Kill Count or like Honest Trailers or How It Should Have Ended or Hot Ones, or like we can go on and on about all the people we love, like Nostalgia Critic and Angry Video Game Nerd. But I just love watching toy reviews. I love watching reviews on other things, like there's so many good things that I love watching on their animal videos. And YouTube is everything. I love watching music videos on there. I love everything. Where Netflix and Disney Plus, those are the high budget movies and TV shows and everything like that. Like we'll go on Netflix, watch New Girl, and Disney Plus to watch Mulan. And there's so many. I love all the streaming services, but YouTube is just we can watch the Daily Show and those things on YouTube, but then we can be part of it. The you and YouTube is still a big part of it, So anyway, like I said, we can talk forever, but
this is why we need to do a podcast.
Exactly. Yeah. So we'll definitely, hopefully, if you guys want to support a podcast, we'll definitely look into that and start that pretty soon. And thank you guys for watching this longer than we thought it was going to be a show, but I really appreciate that she was a big part of it, because I thought she was going to be too tired, but I'm glad that she's also, like me, gets really worked up.
I perked up the second I saw that April O'Neil figure.
I know, right? It's so cool.
Like, oh my god!
And next year, they got the actual actress from the first movie. They're going to make a movie April figure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
And she's going to document the full process, the sculpting and the...
That's awesome.
The whole process and everything. So Oh yeah, thank you so much. It's really happy for us. Do you watch The Office? Yeah, we watch The Office. Yeah, Trump is a hypocrite. He went from liking China to hating them. Yeah.
Trump is what I call an anti-American. He don't
Yeah.
stand for nobody. He dumps on all of us.
Yeah,
every one of us.
he hates everyone.
The crap that he says
He even hates
is
Republicans.
embarrassing to this country.
He doesn't even like his own party. It's so sad. It's anyway. We'll definitely say that for another show.
He's a fan of capitalism, not country.
Definitely. He supports America. He wants to make capitalism great again, not America. Anyway, so thank you guys so much for joining this awesome show. It was so much fun to do toys and politics. I love it. That's what my life's all about.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, of course. Oh, I love it. Oh, thank you so much.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but once again, thank you to Toy Girl Eva Bear 94. You can get these figures that we open up. You can only get them at Target or Walmart or through the NECA store, but you can get everything else without having to worry about if you'll find them in store or whatever at BigBadToyStore.com, link in the description. Also want a big shout out to the coldest water bottle. Link is in the description to get your own. I've been using this and Heather knows how legit this is. I love working with them because I really love their product and they are legit, like they're not false advertising. This is like
No.
I literally like went to my niece's birthday party, left this in my car on one of the hottest days of the year, and when I went in like 6 hours later, it was still
like
cold.
107 degrees. It was left in the car.
Yep, left in the car for 6 hours, still look super cold. I love it.
That one time he had ice cubes in it. It was in there for like those ice cubes stayed whole for like a whole 2 days almost.
I know, it was amazing.
Like a day and a half. That was pretty. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and both of us are trying to, especially me, drink more water. She's really good about it. So that's why I want to thank the coldest water bottle. Get your own, link in the description below. Best water bottle you'll ever get. But really, I only say that because like they're a good company and a good product.
They're legit.
I don't like to work with
Cut
companies.
back on plastic water bottles too.
Oh, yeah, exactly. They are. Yeah, they're really they're really good to the environment.
Single-use plastic water bottles.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Rubber grip, metal
that's
water
another
bottle.
thing that we want to do is try to use less plastics, single-use plastics.
Yep, exactly. But yeah, you guys, thank you guys so much for listening to us about toys and politics. You guys are awesome. Hopefully we'll do our podcast here sooner than later because I love it and I could talk with this woman for days, and we have. And so yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, following Angel Nursery on Instagram and Sean X Long on all my social medias. And thank you guys for watching. And this is Sean Long and Heather saying live long and love life, you guys. Thank you.
Be safe out there.
Yeah, be safe and love you guys. Have a good one. And how do I end my show now? On my phone. Yeah, how do we do this? I know, it's so funny. Like, it's funny, like, doing the show here. Oh, there we go. Okay.